Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. It is Tori here with the Blues Brothers.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
I like the Blues Brothers reference, though.
It was a great call.
Thank you.
Chicago, so you're feeling that.
We're old school.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Harry. And Tori's in the future. I feel like you could talk into your bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. It's 2052.
You're talking to the wrong end.
It looks like your driver's license is on here.
It's cool and chunky and artistic.
Okay, let's start the show.
Let's go. All right, let's start talking about this because all week we've been talking about former President Trump and the FBI searching his Mar-a-Lago home. We have an update to what's going on right now. So in a very rare public appearance, Attorney General Merrick Garland, he's a very shy guy, gave an appearance yesterday to give an update on the search, saying he had personally authorized it and that if Trump agreed, they would just simply unseal the search warrant. There's also news from the Washington Post breaking today that the FBI was looking for classified documents relating to nuclear weapons, among others. Trump posted to Truth Social saying those claims were a hoax. He also agreed the search warrant should be made public. It's expected to be released at some point this afternoon. Yesterday, there was also an attack on an FBI field office in, I believe, Cincinnati, Ohio. The armed suspect was then later shot and killed by police. A social media account with the man's name appears to reference an attempt to storm the FBI office. It also recently posted a call to arms with threats of violence against agents in response to the search at Mar-a-Lago. And a quick update, that man's name, who I'm not going to say, also posted on social media that he was at the Capitol during January 6th insurrection. He had a nail gun, allegedly an AR-15, and he shot at officers, and they did what they had to do. What do you guys think will be in the warrant? What do you think about it being released? Al, what do you think?
I like that it's being released, because, Jeff, there used to be a time, probably in 1985, where conspiracy theorists existed, but it's like they were marginal. Now there's so much conspiracy that you have to address it. No matter, it's insane because probably our agents used to say, "Don't let it go away." Now, if it's in the public, if you don't get ahead of it, it will become Democrats are eating babies and all this kind of stuff. So it sounds crazy. You have to address that now. And I do like the fact that they're like, no, we don't need your little chat room with this is what's happening. Here's what the warrant is. You can read it top to bottom. It's released. It's public information. It kills the conspiracy, and conspiracy is what leads people, I think, to do crazy stuff like this person.
Absolutely. I feel nothing for this man who tried to storm the FBI building. These are human beings at the highest level trying to do their job to protect our country. So this rationale of you think January 6th insurrection is going to continue and you're going to take your grievances out in this way, that's what happens to you. Okay, so I don't condone that at all.
But that's a fact.
I don't even want to say I applaud that, but that's what happens to you if you think you're going to do things like this to our government officials and the people that protect our country. Shame on you. I feel nothing for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've gotten that cold, that we're at that point.
Hey,
as
Jeff,
far as you have the biggest ladybug.
Oh no! I felt it.
It's okay.
You had the biggest ladybug on your face. And Jeff and I were in the parking lot talking earlier, and another ladybug.
That was that guy. He's like, oh yeah?
Yeah, see? That's a conspiracy.
That was karma.
There was a microchip in that. All right, watch out for that.
Man, I felt it too, and I was like,
I felt it. I saw it. I was like, should I do something else?
Yeah, do something.
It was big.
I was going to say, you have a mole.
Am I gonna be a meme? Is that did you see it?
You won't be.
Did you see it on that camera?
Did everyone see it, please?
You did? Oh, it's definitely coming out. It's got to be a serious story. I hate talking politics because bugs crawl in my face.
That's a good way to get out of it.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm done with that.
You're Mike Pence with the fly.
Oh, yeah?
Well, at least I'll be on Saturday Night Live for 4 months in a row.
1,000,000% agree with you. I will say that when you say back the blue, that includes the FBI. So if you are someone who says, I back law enforcement, I believe in the thin blue line and all of that, that includes not shooting at the FBI office. I agree with Jeff on this one. As for the nuclear documents, I'm real concerned. I brought it up yesterday that at some point these documents were subpoenaed by Merrick Garland 7 months ago. They were never given, and that's why they came in. If it has anything to do with nuclear secrets or documents or codes, I'm concerned.
I would hope that be something we could agree on.
Yeah.
And just to touch on that real fast, I'm looking forward to everything coming out, right?
Yeah,
so the speculation on the speculation stops, and we can talk about what's actually happening. And if that is true, there's some problems.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be nice to have the truth? All right. We do have a very sad update about actress Anne Heche. According to her rep, Anne did suffer catastrophic brain injury from her crash last week. She's not expected to survive. There are plans to try and donate her organs, and they are keeping her on life support to see now if her organs are viable. If you recall, Anne crashed her car into a home last Friday, resulting in both the house and the car catching fire. There are also reports now that her blood did test positive for cocaine and possibly fentanyl. We don't know if it was laced, if it was extra. I want to make that really clear. Her family said she will be remembered for her courageous honesty and dearly missed for her light.
Yeah, this is, I mean, look.
Complicated.
It
complicated.
Is. Complicated.
Can we be honest here?
Yeah.
I
It's
appreciate
complicated.
you saying that because it's, you know, the way somebody's life ends, and I always have an issue with this, Jeff, especially when it's a young person that dies and overdoses, no matter if they're a private citizen or a public figure. The last thing I read about you and the last thing your kids read about you is that you were on drugs or alcohol at the time. It probably wasn't great. You know, but I think a lot of us at certain points of our life could have had an autopsy that read like this. Maybe not this exact one, but something close. We've all had nights where we were like, that wasn't a great idea, and I'll leave it at that. So, and I think that's why people are much less to sling arrows, but at the same time, this is what happens. It sounds, you sound like somebody's daddy. I'm three people's daddy, but like I realize that this is what happens even when you're Anne Heche, A-list celebrity, out of control, and just like from reading what she did have in her system, I can't imagine somebody being upright.
Yeah, and that video, right? It's not like, and again, I'm not comparing drinking and driving. It's all bad, right? But this wasn't a couple beers after a bar. This looked like someone who needed help, right? And it was public that she needed help, and driving at that speed, who knows what was going on, right? I feel for her. I feel for her family. But just because she's a celebrity doesn't take away with, she could have killed another family.
Absolutely.
It could have been my kid. It could have been your kid. It could have been somebody. She didn't. Luckily, thankfully, she didn't deserve what's happening to her, but that's where the confusion comes in, right? I want to celebrate her as a celebrity and what she did, but she's a human, and she could have killed somebody. And I understand people have problems mentally, and we're addressing that more and more in society, but it doesn't make it right.
Exactly. Both of you said it beautifully, and I also think the fact that she had just left a previous crash and then was leaving at that speed, there's a lot in my mind of, was this somewhat of a, I mean, again, all speculation, but was this something she was trying to end something? Was she doing this deliberately? Or was this just a really terrible person, but intoxicated and on the road and made a bad decision?
I mean, we saw this a couple months ago, unfortunately, with Henry Ruggs, the Las Vegas, they've moved so much. Yeah. The Las Vegas Raiders star wide receiver. I remember when he was at Alabama, he was a star.
Right.
And he
1 year in the league. 1 year
in the league, he was already on his way to fame and fortune. A big contract was coming up for him, and his car was going 150.
I remember this.
And I mean, obliterated a young woman.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is what happens when people are drinking behind the wheel, and it sounds so corny,
or
but like
in any way.
Right, whatever is happening back there. This could have probably been avoided for a $27 Uber.
Yep.
And I hope people realize, even in your advanced state, I hope whatever you're doing, just like get Uber.
Yep.
And we get that sometimes people mentally are going through something else.
Absolutely.
But again, that's not an excuse.
And that's what this show is. We deal with the nuance and complications, and we don't not discuss it. Exactly.
We just discussed ladybugs on people's faces.
Amulet.
I like my wrist amulet. Write in if you like my wrist amulet.
Or just call you on it.
Hello. Coming up on DBL. I look like I'm in the 40s. Yeah. From taking out newspaper ads to garage sales. Oh, this is a good one. These women are going viral for revenge. We want to hear your thoughts. And a CEO posts a tearful selfie to LinkedIn, why he's getting zero sympathy from his employees.
Closed captioning provided by
American.
I think it is one of those stories we're all going to be like, what?
So raised you.
Why am I right all the time?
Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
Am I going crazy?
Place it. I am a proud American Home Shield member.
It was the same thing that was in my hair.
It's like a big.
It likes you.
Dude, Sam's not here. Kill that
And
thing.
it's a lie.
No, don't kill it.
Yeah, kill it.
No, don't kill it.
It embarrassed me on national
No, it
television.
didn't. It made you look charming.
Yeah.
Don't kill it.
Okay,
I'll
then
take
you
out.
wear it on your face, and I'll keep it alive.
Okay.
Are we on? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Famous last words. How many people that was the last day of work? Wait, is that on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hate mail for killing a bug.
That was on, remember Tommy Boy when
It's
they were
actually a
passing
Japanese
the-
beetle. They are in a pest, and they shouldn't be in this country, so they're not good.
So they're okay?
Just saying.
To
They're all
put-
over my roses. They're all over my raspberries. They're all over my blackberries. In his face, my friend's face. People's heads.
There was one.
Heads are falling
Me and
off.
Al were just talking like before the show started
Bye-bye.
outside, and one flew right in my hair and got stuck.
It flew on in like right in your pompadour. It flew on the bottom part, so it was on his hair, but at the top it was like hanging on like Spider-Man would. Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
Dude, they're attacking me today.
I know.
Sierra, are you scared of bugs?
No.
Really? What's your biggest fear?
Well, spiders, but that's the only thing.
I thought
That's
she
the
said
only thing.
wolves at first. I was like, that's a good
A
one.
wolf spider here in
Yeah,
Denver
yeah,
yet?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
for people that don't know, Google it. I'm not joking when I say they're this big, and I had to execute 2 of them outside of my house.
See, I couldn't. I would have to call.
Dude, I
have
swear,
hairs. They have hairs
dude,
on
I
them.
had one of those scrub brushes, and I was so afraid of it. I hit it, and it came back, and I swear it gave me like the finger.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god!
Some of those jump. Some of those spiders
not
like jump
true.
at you. Like some of the ones that
It
I'm
moved
sure
The
fast.
jumping ones are bad.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because it's like.
I would
And feel
move
free
if
to
one
come
came
up.
in my house.
Welcome back. Last night was the second Major League Baseball Field of Dreams game in Iowa. Remember this quote? Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. It began with Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. coming out of the cornfield and playing catch together on the field. Am I going to start crying? Then it's Ray Liotta. That's why I'm sad, because he passed. Then all the players from the Chicago Cubs, the Cincinnati Reds, they all followed behind. There was this touching moment during the 7th inning stretch. It featured a hologram.
7th inning stroll. Can we speed it up,
Look at that.
guys?
Look,
Holy
look.
jeez, I'm
That's
sorry. Can we? This is the problem with baseball. Like, come on, can we move it? I have 3 kids. I don't have time for you to walk out of a cornfield.
It's poetic. It's poetic.
I'm sorry.
There was a hologram featured of famed broadcaster Harry Carey.
Come on, Al, have a heart, buddy.
Yeah, take a look
I didn't
at
see
this.
this coming up.
Yeah.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I
Ever get back?
I take it back. That was cool.
That was
okay.
cool.
That was
See?
a really holograms have come a long way
Remember
from that
when they
Tupac.
did the Tupac one from Coachella? Was it maybe 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was a little corny.
Yeah, it was a little corny. That's like
That looked real.
he's-
Like if you were there, I got like a little choked up when I watched that because that was my childhood.
Right.
Harry Carey,
Chicago.
playing. I forgot. I've been on a Chicago
WGN?
for- WGN.
Yeah.
Every day growing up, it's such a beautiful moment. I just wish Wilson Contreras got one hit to finish my parlay. But what are you gonna
Gosh.
But wasn't it lovely? Like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of that movie. I mean, it's really unbelievable. Wasn't it a great moment when they walked out of the corn? You really felt it was cheesy?
No, I like that
Okay,
scene. It was
good.
just taking a while.
It was taking a
Yes,
while.
do? I thought it was
show.
beautiful.
I thought it was beautiful.
And Griffey Jr. and Sr. too. Beautiful.
Oh,
yeah.
playing
They played on the same team at one point.
Yes.
How cool is that?
I had a huge crush on him, the junior, not the senior. A tech CEO is getting a ton of backlash online. It's all over this picture he posted to LinkedIn of crying in a selfie. He said the tears were because he had to lay off employees, and it was because of a bad business decision he said he had made. Now his post has gone viral, and others are posting on LinkedIn with their own vulnerable, tearful moments, like this man who is crying over Taco Tuesday, which he said was a bad choice.
good.
Dominic posted his own crying selfie, saying, "No layoffs to announce here. However, years are coming and they don't stop coming."
What song is that?
Years are coming and they don't stop coming.
Back to the road.
Hit the ground running.
Smash Mouth. That's right.
Mouth.
Yeah.
And check out this woman who says she's stuck in a guilt trap of having KFC for lunch.
Listen, the internet is fantastic
In some ways,
for
you're right.
things like
Yeah.
this.
Right.
I love. There's so many of these going around that I just like have. They just make me smile. This was one that made me smile.
Well, Jeff, let me ask you about something that made somebody cry. This guy, walk me through his logic.
What a loser.
He made a bad business decision.
loser.
I mean, he made a bad business. He had to cost people their jobs because of his choice. And then he posts a picture, which means like he took a couple because he was like, I'm crying.
He did.
But is this a good crying? This is good.
The tears not there.
What did he think that was going to do?
Here's what it does. The tears form a force shield of hate because my wife does it all the time, and whatever the problem is goes away.
It's like
it just goes away. Here come the tears. Well, I guess I spent $1,000 on a pair of shoes, not you.
That's when you got to start crying.
Yeah, that's when
That's when the tears start for me.
Well, I mean, the emboldenedness of this guy. We talk about the great retirement, the great resignation. The idea that this guy could like get pity from this.
Well, it's the disconnect that we see a lot with.
Right there.
I think the chasm. We're making fun with this, but I think the chasm between the 99% and the 1%
Amen.
is getting, because if you were the 99% and you were going to do this, if you talk with any of your other friends that are in the 99%, they'd be like, you're going to get roasted if you post that. But if you're in the 1%, they're all like, cool idea, Jeff. This is what happens when there's no connection between management and labor, and it costs people jobs, and it costs you a lot of retweets,
reputation, and you know he took a bunch because when I cry,
you don't think that shields some of the hate?
No,
tears
I think he thought he was gonna show his humanity, like I'm sorry.
That's what I mean. And you don't think a couple people are like,
no, not
it
about
backfired terribly.
No,
because it's like, why would he feel pity for you? You made the mistake.
Yeah, you didn't pay him out for the rest of the year. You didn't like. You could have taken those tears.
Why are you guys ganging up on me?
See, it worked. See, next story.
You have another bug on your face. Coming up on DBL, women getting revenge on their cheating husbands. Do you think they went too far or not far enough?
Hi. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back to DBL. What would you do if your partner cheated on you? Well, some women are going viral for their unique revenge on their cheating husbands. First up, a woman in Australia took out this full-page ad in her local newspaper calling out her husband. She wrote, "Dear Steve, I hope you're happy with her. Now the whole town knows what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card." And another woman
that seemed tame.
Used
really
TikTok,
nice.
this was my favorite, to show how she was handling her cheating spouse. She hosted a garage sale, selling every single piece of her husband's stuff, and of course putting up signs just in case the neighborhood didn't know that she had a cheating husband garage sale.
Wow. Now I wonder, were they really marked down prices? Was she selling stuff for $1 or something?
I would assume.
Wow. I'm all for this. You know what I mean? You get like big tool items, big ticket items for cheap, and it's advertised. I hope this catches on and I could get some better stuff at my house.
That's a new Facebook marketplace.
Yeah.
People cheating.
Does this feel violating to you guys in terms of privacy? Like, don't plaster our business everywhere, a full page ad? Or are you like, it's fair game if you cheated on me? Is it fair game?
Okay. Again, we're having fun, but let's be honest. Is everything fair game? If somebody cheats, okay. So,
is it off the table already?
Yeah, if somebody cheats, if Jeff and I are in a domestic relationship, if we're married or whatever, Jeff cheats.
You guys can make a cute couple.
Can I then sell your car for $1 because I'm mad? You can divorce me. You can leave me. But then is it like, is everything fair game? Can I burn your house down? Can I, like what are the levels of like, yes, cheating is bad. So you have the right to walk away from that person, but can you destroy everything? You possibly like cause physical harm, or I don't know. Like
Al took it to a real place.
Legal. like what do you?
I mean, I think that certain things have, like revenge porn, for instance, has been outlawed. You can't burn someone else's things down. That's arson. So.
Or could you sell Jeff your lawnmower for $5?
Yes.
Probably.
Not all cheaters are narcissists, but these revenge stories got us thinking, is there a way to see if your partner really is a narcissist or just a bad guy or girl? According to a psychologist, these are the traits you should be looking out for. His name's Jeffrey Your partner is a narcissist if they are obsessed with wealth, status, power, and success. If they have a disregard for others, if they lack remorse or guilt, they have a strong sense of entitlement and are constantly blaming and shaming others. How do you guys deal with narcissists in your life? And are they easy to spot for you, or have you gotten taken in?
I feel like I could spot them pretty easily, right? And there's people that I do not surround myself with. Like, that list is the opposite of everything that I stand for in my world and people that I'm associated with. So if you are one of those things or two of those things, I try to keep you at a hand's distance, if at all wanting to see you at all. I can't deal with it.
It's a lot, and all the things we talk about, that was kind of like a bullet pointed list, but like in there is like when you talk about when somebody's rude to the waiter, like that kind of thing. Where I told you, I'll never forget, I was doing a road gig years ago in Fort Myers, Florida. Me and the other comic went to lunch, and it was like the first time I'd ever seen like somebody throw the menu at the waiter, after they didn't look at him and just kind of tossed it. And I was like in shock. Like, I remember where I was sitting, and that was over 10 years ago. But it's like when you see narcissism in real time, and especially when you date it and you see it day to day, it's very obvious to spot. And I think honestly, I think narcissism is the #1 mental health issue in this country. I feel like 6 out of every 10 people suffer with it to some extent. I feel like our former president absolutely did. And I feel like maybe all of us have some of it in us, but some people just cannot see the fault in themselves. It's always somebody else.
Yeah, I think at that point, you're right. What I'm learning is just boundaries.
Everything wants boundaries.
Everything, exactly.
But the world today, everything is everyone else's fault, right? Everyone. And I've just learned throughout my life, if you have a finger pointing, you got 3 pointing back at you. And that's how I was raised.
That's right.
Very well said. We'll be right back.
Go through life.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters, typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental governmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasize the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Welcome back. We all love to binge and watch our favorite shows, DBL. But sitting for a long period of time is just not good for our bodies. So it's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. So sitting too long can cause pain and stiffness in your lower back, legs, and knees. So get up and move between those episodes. You can take a short walk around the neighborhood, do some standing stretches, or try a low-impact exercise like yoga. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers, supported by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 1-800-686-5325 or visit omegaxl.com for more information. Now, we did want to we have a story, it's hard hitting. We got a close up for you of the bug on Jeff's face.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, it looks like
my ears pierced.
You look like Sting.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like it's still on me. Like the whole show, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think that would be a good subject for us to do, is just like, if somebody's got something on their face, do you say anything?
If it's,
even if it's one of your best friends with a bug on his face on live TV, do you say something?
Absolutely.
You have to.
Listen, I'll let you know if you have something in your teeth.
Yeah.
And I've seen things in other people's teeth, and their partner doesn't tell them, and I have to be like, I got to get in there.
No,
Hey, excuse me, you got something in your teeth. I think people appreciate it.
I totally agree. What bug?
Like they appreciate our conversation.
Like they don't know we're still on credits. Hey guys. Nope, still don't know. Okay, quick question. What bug would you not want on your... Oh, now we don't have time.
That bug.
Wow.
Right,
Quick
bye.
question, don't do that anymore.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
Am I going crazy? I just love your passion right now.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, let me get on it. You just got me all riled up. So Who raised you?
This is a win, right, guys? Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
I live my life for Spike. Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
I didn't expect that. I love this segment.
Yes.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year.
DBL is all new every day. From exposing an ex in a full-page ad to neighbors finding out about a woman's two-timing husband at a garage sale. Plus, how can you tell if you're with a narcissist right now? And a Harry Carey hologram surprises Cubs fans during the 7th inning stretch.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. So we do have a very sad update about actress Anne Heche, and I hate beginning the show with this, but listen, it's what all of you are talking about. We've been invested in the story. So according to her rep, Anne suffered a catastrophic brain injury from her crash last week, and she is not expected to survive. So there are plans to try and donate her organs, and they are keeping her on life support to see if her organs are viable. Now, if you recall, Anne crashed her car into a home last Friday, resulting in both the house and car catching on fire. There are also reports her blood tested positive for cocaine and possibly fentanyl. Her family said, quote, "She will be remembered for her courageous honesty and dearly missed for her light." Wow. We do have Dr. Drew hopefully coming on. We are dealing with some technical difficulties. Why don't we discuss while we hope that we can get Drew worked out. But what were your initial thoughts when you heard that this is now turned into, it looks like she's going to lose her life?
Yeah, it's just, I said it earlier with them, it's just so complicated. And if we're not discussing that word, then I feel like we're not doing a good service to what's the actual story. I'm horribly upset that Anne Heche is going to, we think, lose her life. I'm glad she's giving her organs away. I always do. But I honestly feel that doesn't ever get rid of the fact that there might have been impaired driving. I have a hard time with people who decide to get into a car after being impaired. I still have a hard time with Anne Heche doing it. I also have a hard time because she's passing away. So this is a very complicated feeling I have. I'm a little shocked. I'm saddened. I'm hurt. I don't know. I feel like a lot of nuance here. A lot of nuance.
That's honest, Tori, because I think a lot of people feel that way, especially when the story broke. I was maybe a little bit hard on Anne Heche, and now I'm like, wow, I feel remorseful that I said that. But it doesn't take back the fact of why or what she did, right? She was very lucky. She unfortunately doesn't seem like she's going to make it through this, but she could have taken out a family, my kids, my wife, someone that you love, right? So you have to address those things. I know she's a celebrity. That doesn't take away what she did, right? And I hope we get Dr. Drew back, because I want to know, at the speed she was driving, there is questions. Was there something psychologically going wrong? Was she trying to take her own life? I kind of want to follow up with Dr. Drew of some of these questions.
I'm not going to answer for Dr. Drew, but he was going to answer the suicide conspiracy that a lot of people are floating around. And if we don't get him at the end of this discussion, I'll let you know what his take on that was. Now, here's what. Now, you mentioned it could be it could have been your family. It could have been you. Her own family too. I can't imagine what they're going through. They're not only maybe dealing with anger that she put herself and her family as collateral damage within this situation, but they're also technically maybe mourning her life. Oh, we do have Dr. Drew. Okay, so let's bring him in.
Yes.
Drew, let's make sure we got him there. Okay, so Anne, there we go.
Hey.
Drew,
Hey,
thank you so much for joining us. We miss you. We love you. You're the perfect person to talk to about this. Now, Anne has spoken in the past about her struggles with her mental health, obviously with addiction as well. So, Drew, we have a laundry list of questions we want to ask you.
Yeah, Drew, good to see you. Tori here. I just wanted you to know, what did you think when you heard the news about Anne's brain injury and prognosis? And I don't know if you heard me earlier saying this is a really complicated thing here, and I just wanted your personal take and medical take on how nuanced this all is.
It's complicated, it's sad, it's complicated. You guys hear me okay?
Yes,
We've been in all
we
kinds
can.
of technical problems. Okay, good. And you know, it makes me angry. Laws in the state of California do not allow us to jump in and help people with the fatal illness of addiction. But let's kind of go through what we know about this situation. She plowed into a house and then pulled out and plowed into another house. That as clearly severe intoxication. We hear that there was fentanyl and cocaine in her system. People that are doing opiates die. That's what happens when people do fentanyl. And if you're doing fentanyl and cocaine together, you are definitely not trying to commit suicide. The drug addicts, when they want to commit suicide, they do it in a great flurry, a huge flurry with a lot of fanfare and a letter, and they make it very clear they're killing themselves. Opiate addicts die Just on the streets of California, 6 a day. Wow. Just on the streets of, Los Angeles County, 6 a day. Jeez. So it's very, very common here. So that's what so that we are set up. The setup is fentanyl addiction and intoxication, where she's driving into a house. The other thing that you got to read between the lines on everything the press report.
Right.
Sam, you remember you used to me kind of doing this because people just don't know how to ask the right questions. So you hear it now that she's essentially brain dead. They're now talking about harvesting her organ. That is death. Brain death and death are the same thing due to hypoxic brain injury. Hypoxic brain injury is not traumatic brain injury. So she didn't hit her head and then suffer a devastating injury to her brain. She stopped breathing. She had hypoxic brain injury. So why did she stop breathing? Well, guess what? Fentanyl. Wow. She may have already been overdosed when she plowed into the house, number one. Number two, apparently this was a fiery crash, so of course some sort of smoke inhalation could do that. Number three, crush injuries. If she was crushed in the seat where she was driving, that also would cause people not to breathe and cause hypoxic brain injury. The fact that she's been in coma for so long without anyone saying it's a medically induced coma, that means it's due to the injury. And the fact that that has been going on without any eruption, there's been clear sustained coma for days and days and days. That's a terrible situation.
So,
terrible.
Dr. Drew, real quickly, so the high speed that she was traveling in the video that everybody saw, she might have already been passed out, you might be saying.
Correct.
And maybe her foot was on the gas pedal. That's what caused the high speed.
Can I ask another question really
Correct.
Can I ask another question quick? Could she not have known about the fentanyl? Could it have been laced in cocaine, which is happening all around America?
That's a great point, Tori, and that's a possibility. You'd have to do a lot of it, but yeah, it does happen.
Okay.
It does happen, and fentanyl is in everything. It's a great point. I hadn't really even thought about that. It's my brain doesn't work that way. It's so crazy that fentanyl is in everything on the streets of California now.
Right.
But yeah, it is. And it's very easy to overdose. So again, it may not be opiate addiction we're seeing, just drug use, or who knows what's going on here. We don't know. All I know, it's sad, and she could have been helped. That's what kills me. You can treat people; they can have thriving lives again. These are fatal illnesses. People get into them, as you see. And they don't all die of overdoses. They die of accidents. They die of infections. They die of all kinds of things. But this is the piece that everybody leaves out these days when people are allowed to just go on with their addictive disease. It's what they want to do. What are you going to do? They're in a state where they're not seeing what's happening to them, and fatal illness, progressive illness that ends in demise.
Well, first of all, Drew, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, you're looking thin, man.
Oh, hey, look, hey, I stopped drinking. I'm doing yoga, everything. Jeff got me to that. I'm happy, man. I'm good. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're bringing up mental illness, because not only are you an expert, but this is something that's it's a buzzword in our society now, and for good reason. I'm glad we're talking about it. And Hayes said since 2001 she's been dealing with mental health issues. But can you talk to us about how we can balance that? Because I think we're all sympathetic to mental health issues until it affects you, until somebody with mental health issues comes plowing into your front yard, Dr. Drew, or my front yard.
Right.
That's when people are like, well, I don't care about your mental health issues. My kids are playing in my yard.
Yeah.
So how do we as a society show empathy for this, but also not forgive it?
Right. It's another great sort of point, which is that these are treatable conditions. The people are not well. But as I always told my patients, you're not responsible for your illness. You didn't ask for this. This is a genetic thing you inherited, and then it got activated, and here you're in it. You are responsible for your recovery. And if you don't get actively involved in your recovery and you hurt somebody, now it's on you. Now it's the legal system. I'm sorry. That's it. It's over. So I have endless empathy for my patients, but when they struggle but don't actively engage, they resist, they deny, whatever it might be, and then they hurt somebody, now it's on the legal system. That's it. It's out of my hands.
Wow.
Respect. Yep.
I know, Dr. Drew, I wish we had you here in person, but I hear you might be here in October. Did you hear that too?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
It's the plan. I hope so.
Good. That's only a couple months away. We'll just have to be patient over here. And then so for all of you, make sure that you stay tuned for not only that in October, but also make sure to check out all of Dr. Drew's podcasts at drdrew.com. You can also catch Dr. Drew's streaming show Wednesdays at drdrew.tv. We miss you, Dr. Drew. We can't wait to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks,
Italian dinner in our future.
Great to see you guys.
Bye. We'll
Sorry
be right
some of
back.
these circumstances.
Yes.
Bye.
Closed captioning provided by
America.
crazy? So raised you.
Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year.
Okay, we're talking restaurants here, and I think one thing that changes. Thank you.
We got out before monkeypox because we had the audio. We didn't want to chance anything.
I think one thing with restaurants is you can never really factor in because you don't know because you don't work there, but like they switch chefs.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
And sometimes, you know where I really notice it? Like not at the higher end restaurants because they replace it with a good restaurant, good chef, but like sometimes if there's like a sports bar where you're like, this place has the best wings and fries, and then you go and you take your friend and they're terrible, and you're like, oh, it must,
and you're like a switch
there must be
manager.
a new guy.
It's
like,
the same
different.
thing like when your grandparents cook, like when your grandmother makes something, and then like, sorry, Mom, but then she tries to make it. She's like, it's the same thing, but it's just not that person's, right? It's the same thing. You try to mimic that recipe, but even though it's a recipe, you can't.
I
Isn't
know.
that weird? Why is that?
Well, because there's some love given into it. There's some special oomph. Jews have it too. The Jews, you make a matzo ball soup, you make latkes, and it's not your mother's latke. You're going to say this is a dense matzo ball. This isn't good. And let me tell you
This
something.
wet bread isn't the same.
I know it is just. My husband thought matzo ball soup was just mozzarella balls in hot water.
Oh, gross.
When he first met, he just never had a Seder.
Right.
So my mom bought him a book on like children of like, what is Passover?
Just like,
it was
let's get the basics out of the way.
Yeah, Moses, who is he? But I will say one of my favorite wings place that I almost went without, Kings of Wings, their kitchen burnt down. And so I keep telling people I was like gonna take them and then it all burnt down. They're coming back.
That's a great story.
I could tell as I said it, it wasn't a good story.
Let me just switch. Since we're on chicken wings, what do you think I'm going to follow up with?
Oh no, don't go there.
Wait, what wing story?
What do you mean, what wing story? When
Oh,
Tori eats the wings and puts them back in the dish
It's my
with
first
the clean
wing.
wings?
Never seen that. Have never had a wing before.
We did just receive reports, one from the Huffington Post, also a direct friend of Anne Heche, that she did indeed lose her life. So our thoughts, our prayers are with her family, and we will continue to follow the story. All right, so we're going to take a hard turn. We're going to exhale. Last night was the second Major League Baseball Field of Dreams game in Iowa. It began with Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. coming out of the cornfield and playing catch together on the field. Then all the players from the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds followed behind. There was also this touching moment during the seventh inning stretch featuring a hologram of famed broadcaster Harry Carey. Take a look.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever give back.
I cannot believe this is at the real Field of Dreams.
Do you remember the line, are we in heaven? No, we're in Iowa. It's a great movie.
Then, do you know any other lines?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
If you build it, they will come.
Did you watch the movie?
I'm obsessed with the movie. Ray Liotta
You've
made
never mentioned it until right now.
It's an Americana.
Yeah, but it's been 25 years.
Baseball Hope. It's Amy Madigan. It's got James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, unbelievable show, unbelievable writing, and it makes you feel family, America, baseball. We need that really bad right now in this country. So
wasn't Shoeless Joe Jackson in it too?
That was Ray Liotta.
Yes.
He played May He Rest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's get back to the...
Some people are calling this creepy. Do you think it's creepy?
Creepy? No way. I loved it. I thought it was nostalgic. I love where we're coming from with holograms, from Tupac to this. This looks real. And, you know, I grew up on Harry Carey, living in Chicago, WGN, Cubs game always on TV. Just remind me of summertime as a kid. I could like smell the outside through the screen door as a little kid watching this. So it was very nostalgic for me. I hope we can continue with the holograms, perhaps make them into concerts one day, but this was beautiful.
Okay, I have...
Though, really quickly, if it weren't Harry Carey to be at that game, would it be a player?
Like a Cubs player?
Huh? What do you mean? You just want like some dead Cubs player in the stands, perhaps, eating
Maybe
popcorn?
they can make him run.
Why don't we do concerts?
I have a theory.
You can make him run.
I have a theory.
That'd be amazing.
Because I was looking at this clip. This is a little out of literally
hologramic cat in our lap.
This is out of left field, no pun intended. But I was looking at this, like how small the stadium was and where it was in Iowa. And if you go to baseball games, baseball stadiums are state of the art. They're really cool, but they're always empty during the regular season. Baseball makes all their money off advertising anyway. Why don't they have these smaller stadiums that are kind of like not all kind of cookie cutter and like soulless and dead and like use your debit card and like make it so each one's like a smaller little event.
Like local.
Like local.
Dude, they do.
Like
they
when
use
you,
that.
Like when you go to like minor league stadiums, like they're nice, but
They do that.
They use that event. So like when the like little league plays, but you know the bigger.
But, I mean, but for all the major league games, because the stadiums are empty.
But they do.
But they use it.
They don't do it all the time.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
like
do.
teams play there.
The Rockies play
in that
that
small
That's a
stadium.
terrible point.
No, when like teams in the area play, right? So like growing up, that's one of the stops. If you make it to a certain point in the tournament, you play at this field, and they hold events there all the time. It's iconic.
But not
it's
the
a
majors.
Okay.
I want the Yankees to be playing in it.
They're not going to make enough money. There's only like 15,000 people there, as opposed to 100,000.
They make their money off TV, not the game.
Yeah, stop. We got Jeff on our back. Finally, Jeff is on our
Al,
side.
you know what? I'm with you, buddy. They need to use that
I was
more.
wrong.
They need to use that more.
Coming up on DBL, you may be with a narcissist right now and not
Look at that
even
picture.
know it. We've got the ways you can spot one after the break.
Hi. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back to DBL. What would you do if your partner cheated on you? Well, some women are going viral for their unique revenge on their cheating husbands. So first up, a woman in Australia took out this full-page ad in her local newspaper calling out her husband. She wrote, "Dear Steve, I hope you're happy with her. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card." And another woman used TikTok to show how she was handling her cheating spouse. She hosted a garage sale selling all of her husband's stuff and putting up signs to let the neighborhood know. Whoa.
I'm big
think of this?
I'm big into spite, so I'm down with it. I like it. I like it. And plus, if I could benefit from someone cheating in my neighborhood and get a lawnmower for $10, sign me up.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
so you being the beneficiary, but would you do this if you were cheated on?
I don't know. I'm into spite, so maybe. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, as long as you're not going into like revenge porn and things that are like really tragic, I don't see a problem with making
stealing people's stuff and selling it.
Stealing it? Why is it stealing it?
He didn't agree to have his stuff sold.
I'm with Al.
She didn't agree to have him cheat on her.
Yes, but like, that's the thing, though. You can easily.
I was trying.
You're ruining my argument.
Look, no one's saying that cheating isn't abhorrent and terrible, and you have a right to walk away, and you have a right to walk away with anger and go to a lawyer and get what's rightfully yours. But if you're cheated on, that doesn't mean we can open up the book saying we're going back to medieval torture. Like, oh, he cheated.
Medieval torture.
I'm going to sell all this stuff. I'm going to burn his car.
Yeah.
Like,
even
do you know how many people
scarlet letter on them? That's literally essentially putting a scarlet letter on someone in front of the whole
also, we don't know exactly.
But what if the whole neighborhood knows that guy cheats, so you look like the?
But what if they cheated in there? How do we know what she thinks cheating is? Some people think cheating is just like sending like a random text message.
No, we know what it is.
I'm just saying.
He cheated.
You had us, and then you brought up that point and it weakened your argument.
But when you hear,
we have one more beat.
Y'all are real trusting of everything. That's all I'm saying.
So not all cheaters are narcissists, but these revenge stories got us all thinking, is there a way to see if your partner really is a narcissist or just a bad guy? I like that they're just saying guy.
I know, not girl.
Girls can be narcissists too. According to a psychologist, there are traits you should be on the lookout for. Your partner is a narcissist if they are obsessed with wealth, status, power, and success, if they have a disregard for others, lack remorse or guilt, have a strong sense of entitlement, and are consistently blaming and shaming others. All terrible qualities.
Yeah, I mean, I really try to live my life as opposite of those qualities as I can. And when people come into my life and I see those qualities in them, it's a red flag, and I want them out of my, at least,
like a magnet.
Circle. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible quality to be a narcissist.
Are you like?
I'm kidding.
I care.
I'm kidding.
I have remorse about everything.
Got over that quickly.
I will say, I am learning, and as I told you guys all, boundaries. And for people who are narcissists, even if you feel they're part of your family, I know my Buddhist teacher always says the Buddha would have liked boundaries. So if you have a narcissist in your circle and you need to put up boundaries, please don't feel guilty about it. It's true.
But is
add Buddha stories to the bottom of that.
It is. The Buddha would have liked boundaries. You can't just accept everybody into your life.
The Buddha would have liked boundaries. That's a good lyric.
It is.
I do want to throw this out in defense of possible narcissists.
What?
And we would not have the music, we would not have rap music
or
if it wasn't for narcissists.
Art, you're right.
Rap music talks about your ego and its success, wealth. It's about taking over power. And because that music resonates with people, it's because deep inside of all of us, we all want that to some extent or another. So like, we cannot sit up here and just act like, I just want to be a good person. No, there's a reason. Yeah, people do want the butterfly doors on their car as well.
They don't have empathy for other people.
Now that's another thing. But if you are you're in corporate stocks or takeovers or whatever, you can have empathy. You're like, I'm acquiring your company and I'm going to dismantle it and keep moving. I'm not saying that's how I live my life. I'm a comedian.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
Kendrick Lamar said be humble.
He's a billionaire.
Okay, but he had a whole song about be humble.
And don't forget about what the Buddha said.
Yeah, between Kendrick and the Buddha, I can't go wrong.
That was a valid point.
Coming up on DBL.
And Kendrick's a rapper, like I mentioned. I know.
He said be humble. It's against your argument.
But he's a billionaire.
Doesn't matter. He had a whole song called Be Humble.
But the poet.
Okay, Ben Affleck.
Buddha is a poet which stems from rap.
Ben Affleck wants out of the spotlight why he isn't happy about all the paparazzi attention since his wedding.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasize the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
This is Felicia Lawrence from WTHR in Indianapolis, and we watch DBL every day.
Hey, Indy, thank you for the shout out. That is so cool. That's where we play actually there on that station. So
shout out Bob and Tom. I do Bob and Tom radio in there out of Indianapolis. Shout out to 317. Spent a lot of time there. I like Indianapolis. Yeah, it's a good city.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to stop the show. I know. That was, yeah.
If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Kate McKinnon opens up about breaking character on the set of SNL. We're going to look back at some of those hilarious times that the cast broke. And Lisa Kudrow explains why the writers never brought diversity to Friends.
Right now I'm standing in this shaded spot, and this is pretty much what it's like when there's cloud coverage, and sometimes we forget to put on this. So do you get more sunburnt when there is cloud coverage?
Our source is Dr. Alyssa Daniel, a dermatologist at Novant Health Ballantyne, the American Academy of Dermatology, and Johnny Gurgen Dermatology and Mohs Surgery. The American Academy of Dermatology says even on cloudy days, up to 80% of UV rays can get through clouds.
Any cloud coverage, you can still definitely get damaging effects of UVA and UVB.
According to Johnny Gurgen Dermatology, some clouds can actually create higher UV levels than perfectly cloudless days.
Depends on what types of clouds. And so if you get into like the cirrus clouds versus other types of clouds, I don't think most individuals are going to be keen enough to know exactly which clouds are in the sky.
Those cirrus clouds are short, detached clouds that UV rays could get through easier. And when it's shady outside, some people forget to put on sunscreen, causing them to get sunburnt.
Because it's not as hot, and sometimes heat triggers us to think about sunscreen. And so if it's not quite as hot, we don't think about as applying as frequently.
Dr. Daniel says UV rays can reflect on surfaces like sand and water, increasing your chance for a sunburn.
Sand and water are probably the two biggest things that's going to reflect sunlight back up. So you not only get the damaging effects of the sun rays coming down, you can get them bounce back up, and you can get them a second time too.
Moral of the story, put on that sunscreen because UV rays can still get through clouds, and depending on what type of cloud it is, you could get even more sunburn. With your Verified Fact Check, I'm Megan Bragg.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. No. Y'all, just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Okay, gotta talk about J-Lo and Ben. What's their name? Balo?
Batfleck? Wait, what is it?
What is it?
Balo.
It is
Definitely
Balo?
not Batfleck.
Oh, Benifer.
Benifer. I like Balo.
I came up with that one.
Okay, so all the attention on his honeymoon with Jennifer Lopez, I guess, is just a little bit too much for Mr. Ben Affleck. According to Page Six, Ben was a little freaked out with all the paparazzi following their every move in Paris and compared it to all the attention around the late Princess Diana. And while Ben is used to the attention, he still gets upset with being photographed all the time. The proof was in the photos. Jen usually looks great. Yep. Into it. Ben, not so much. Photos of him sleeping on a boat also went viral and quickly became the stuff of internet memes. What do you guys think about Ben being, Jeff, upset about the paparazzi, but then given that he's married to Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, listen, I think the paparazzi goes a little hard on Ben Affleck, right? And I think everyone has different sets of rules. That's just what we have to start expecting in society as different people. Everyone wants a fair playing field. That's never going to happen. Ben Affleck famously came out as having an alcohol addiction, but yet the media still follows him and portrays him in a terrible light. You don't see any good pictures of Ben Affleck. It's him passed out. It's him looking fat. It's him having a cigarette. It's all terrible pictures.
Right.
Jennifer Lopez is all beautiful pictures. They don't put her in a different light. But when some people come out with some sort of addiction, all is forgiven. But not Ben Affleck. And that just kind of stems throughout Hollywood of how different people are treated. So I'm not here for it.
I also have to say that, like, at first I was like, come on, Ben Affleck, like, move on. You're an American celebrity. But in Europe, the paparazzi is just so much more intense. So I do feel bad for him a little bit.
Yeah, it's an emotional. We have to, when we look at situations like this, we have to understand there's always emotion tied to it. When I was in New York earlier this week, I was talking to my business class. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, "I can't believe that an actor, I'm not going to say his name, hasn't been canceled yet, and he's an attractive actor." And I was like, "Do you think it's the fact that he's attractive?" And she was like, "Yeah." She said yes, and her friend that was with her was like, it was a real honest moment. She was like, yes, when you are liked by people, whether it's the way you look or the way you make people feel through your music, the paparazzi is going to treat you different. Hollywood will treat you different because that's a narrative that you're pushing out. But if somebody goes, this person's toxic and, you know, we all decided we don't like this, every news story, if they want to get clicks, is going to be like, oh, Ben's at it again.
Yeah.
Oh, so-and-so's at it again.
He's been aggressive to the paparazzi before.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is definitely an attack on him. And as long as he realizes it, hopefully he can process it a little bit better.
Good discussion. I love you, Al,
I love you
so
too.
much. Okay, so Lisa Kudrow is speaking out about the lack of diversity on her show Friends, which ended nearly 20 years ago. Speaking to the Daily Beast, Lisa said the show's two creators, who are white, had no business writing stories about the experiences of being a person of color because they were writing the show from their own perspectives. Lisa previously said that if the show were to air today, it would not be an all-white cast. Yeah, you've told me, like, you don't watch Friends, right?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah, but Friends was like, I put all this in that whole, like, it has nothing to do with Friends or Seinfeld. That was like Al's traveling new comic. I don't know anything from that era. I don't know what was happening. I don't remember anything.
You don't remember it.
But, you know, honestly, like, I look at that and I'm glad. I think people forget how things were kind of pre-internet. There wasn't as much crossover. Like, if you try to make Friends now and make it look like that, it would look crazy. It wouldn't look culturally inclusive because that's not how the world looks now. You know, I wrote a screenplay about 4 black men, not because I'm culturally inclusive, because that's who was with me on my tour. I wrote a children's book about my son who's autistic, not because I'm, sympathetic to just that situation. It's what I know. So you write what you know. So I don't have a problem with them doing this, especially 30 years ago when we wouldn't have any frame of reference for it.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time, and it keeps getting brought up, and they keep asking the cast of Friends this all the time in every interview. It's like, you can't go back and retroactively change anything from 5 years ago, from yesterday to 50 years ago.
What the Buddha says.
You can't.
Yep, that's true.
Well, the Buddha's got to enter the conversation at some point.
Yes.
So here he comes. But I'm just saying, it's like, we just keep saying the same thing over and over, and it wouldn't look like that today, right? Even if I wrote a story about all my friends, right? You'd make some of them diverse, and you'd let it be show more cultural integration, right? So it's like, we can't go back and change that. But if we could, we would. But we can't now. But we'll talk about it next week.
Actors.
What does the Buddha say?
The Buddha says he likes boundaries. No, I will say this. If I were, I agree with both of you. But if I were a girl, person of color, Asian, disabled, there was no one representing me on that show. Even when they did shots of New York, it was like Manhattan had no people of color. So I appreciate that that's true. But bringing it up and saying, man, that could have been better, I appreciate that comment retroactively. I know we can't change it, but I appreciate that people probably felt really left out of that iconic piece of Americana.
I mean, wouldn't we also go back and change Girls Gone Wild? That was on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't we go back and change the Hugh Hefner show where a 95-year-old man was kissing 20-year-olds in the mouth, and we were like, cool, nice job, E. Are you kidding me? Like what was on television? The Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, yeah. So let's, like, if we want to start going back retroactively, let's start with where we should start.
Good.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah. But it does show growth.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay, so Kate McKinnon says she felt ashamed, quote unquote, when she broke character on SNL. Kate recently left SNL after 11 seasons. She told Vulture magazine there was something unprofessional about breaking character, but sometimes it was just too fun. Kate was known for breaking from time to time, like on this sketch during Weekend Update with Colin Jost. But she's not alone. SNL cast members and hosts have a long history of breaking in the middle of a scene. Watch.
You know, we all can't be brainy like Fern here.
We may never know how many people perished.
You know what, Debbie? You are totally ruining my trip to Disney.
Moonlight, La La Land, you're both right.
He's just that good to me. Sorry, Carl, you gotta go.
This is why I got into this business, specifically from outtakes and movies when they show outtakes. And I was just like, they look like they're having the most fun in the whole world. And it's my favorite thing about television is the outtakes.
I agree completely. And what's funny is I did improv forever and ever and ever. And Lorne Michaels famously says, don't break character. He really dislikes it. So when it does happen, it's that much more special. But you're supposed to be committed. If I'm a raisinette or a pirate, like you are supposed to be in it. So the Debbie Downer one is by far my favorite.
No, I'm a Stefan guy. That's my favorite character. And honestly, you know, after you get done watching DBL, go to YouTube and watch like just news bloopers and see how many views those have, because whether it's them interviewing somebody that's extra or just themselves laughing at a story, it's these little moments of humanity we never get to see on television because everything is so scripted. You know,
except
so like,
for here.
just to see a real laugh from somebody that's always buttoned up, it's like we kind of need that.
Best. I always remember the cowbell skit with your guy, Christopher Walken.
Seems like you always remember it.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell had his belly out.
Yeah. I got a fever.
Can somebody else tell Sam our favorite memories?
I pointed to him. Okay. Oh my God. I'm tired.
It's this late night comedy show.
How about when Tori was in Macbeth as a raisinette?
Yes.
No.
And it was raisinette. It was like whether I'm a raisinette or a pirate.
Because it's hard to break character when you're a raisinette.
In improv, you're supposed to be funny, but also stay there.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so a posing expert is going viral on TikTok with her tips on taking the perfect selfie. The expert says we should all say goodbye to the duck face pose, which is favored by celebs like Kim K. Instead, she had tips on making a better sultry face on social media. Take a look.
So one way to do this is by saying apple. So you want to say it in kind of a whispery, seductive way. You don't want to go apple. That's like not cute. You want to go apple. Let me show you how it looks. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a bit of space and it's just pouty. It's another alternative.
That one?
Okay. Yeah, that's how your mouth is supposed to be relaxed in a good sultry way. If you say it right before.
Some teeth.
Yeah, ready?
Okay, commit.
Apple.
Okay.
Speaking of breaking.
Okay. All ready? Apple.
Ew.
That was good.
Dude, I committed.
Oh, mine's gonna be if you didn't like that. Apple.
I like this shit.
I tried. All right, Sammy. Serious.
Be good.
serious.
Be serious about it.
Come on. Apple.
That was good for a hot second. You just gotta hold it.
Where you went.
Okay, if they say the apple doesn't work for you, don't worry, there's more. The expert has another tip on looking sexy in selfies. Watch.
God.
The second way you can get a perfect pout is actually the way that the Olsen twins get theirs, and that's by saying the word prune. So again, you don't want to say it harsh, you don't want to go prune. You can either focus on prue, or you can focus on the ending of the word, like prune. Let me show you how it looks. So there she is, that's prune.
Sure.
It's the same picture.
It's the same picture.
Okay, but maybe it'll be easier to do pruned.
Am I in this camera or this camera? This one? Okay, you ready?
That's the one you've been on for 5 years.
Stop. Yeah. 3, 2. Prune.
That was really good for the first beat.
Okay, the end was too
I was like,
hard.
whoa, still
Okay.
photo,
Good.
model.
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm just going to do the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good free.
good.
Yeah.
That looked
That
like
was
you smelled something bad.
Oh, like pew?
Oh, maybe.
Pew. Hold on, do it another one.
Do it.
Pew.
All right, I'm gonna be serious.
Okay, take it real. Take it real.
Prune.
Yes! Ow!
Dang.
You are so
He's still in it. He's still in it.
He's still there.
I'm
That's
shocked.
professionalism, people.
Okay. Okay, take that. Can we get sexy music, maybe? No, here we go. Here we go. You got this, Sam.
Okay. Don't smile. Okay. Okay. Prune.
You were there. You were there. Yeah, you were there.
One more. You got this.
Prune.
You were never there. You were never.
Yeah,
the first one was better. Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to do full disclosure on this.
Yeah.
I looked up on YouTube like a couple weeks ago.
How was yours so good?
I don't think it's that good.
You were
Committed.
Good. It was good.
It was the eye contact.
I looked up how to pose on YouTube because I had no idea. Like I feel silly when I pose. I'm not good at
Yeah,
it.
you need
And I look
angles.
Like
you and I do this a lot, and you're supposed to be like.
Right, I can't. I'm not good at taking pictures. Okay, they were saying for men, they were saying like take a picture where like, especially if you have a jacket on, like you're kind of messing with your cuff a little bit, like your watch.
Candid. Mm-hmm.
Candid. You take one where you're like you are kind of buttoning your top a little bit, and then one where you're straightening your tie.
So
and
you're
it gives you a couple. Yeah, it just gives you a couple, because I didn't know like where to put my hands.
But those
you do
are
one in the pockets.
Those are like modeling photos, right? So you take a modeling photo. When have you ever in real life been like this?
Yeah, no, that's.
And I've taken.
I think for like regular.
It's not even a real picture. I'm like, why am I holding my?
So back in your modeling days, what was your go-to pose?
All those.
Yeah.
All of them.
Did you already know
the
those?
tie? Yeah, the tie with the look away.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I
There you
mean?
go,
Yeah. For sure. And then this for no reason, and then definitely the button one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, it's still in there.
A button look away and then get the jaw going.
You look like you're falling over.
See what I mean? But none of those are
You
natural.
were rubbernecking, like there was a crash.
Yeah, I was like, Prune.
I just think you should say something very funny right before and turn your head. So
Let's
if
see.
I say,
Nailed it.
schmoogaboo, instead of like,
Yeah, I do like the first one better.
you gotta have some motion to it.
Okay.
You see Michael Dean just walked out.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't.
Our executive producer just was like, that's it, I'm out.
Bye. Coming up on DBL, do you love your neighbors or can you not stand them? We're playing a Would You Rather game all about neighbors. Play along at home with us.
What kind of
Coming
game
up
is
next.
this?
I know.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
We're playing a game about neighbors
One
right
by
now
one, or
on
should they all
DBL.
shout?
Tune in.
One by one.
Okay.
I'm in a neighbor group text, so I'm texting all my neighbors right now.
That's cool.
Jeff lives in a place in which I've always thought about wanted to, where there's like a real community around the kid, like it's the suburbs, right? So they're all like community around kids. And I think that's very what I picture when I think of Americana. It's evening, the kids are playing, you hear laughter,
I'm always
cooking onions.
Is this weird? I'm weird about the neighbors thing because
So, do you need anything,
it's
honey?
a weird
Wanna come over and
commitment
say
to be
hi?
like, are we gonna be
No, you
friends
just
or
wanna
not?
say it,
And
right?
because sometimes for me, if I'm in my head and like you pull up to go into your place and your neighbors outside like they usually are doing whatever they're doing. Some days you might not want to talk, but like you still like them just as much. But like sometimes are you locking yourself into a lifetime of small talk?
See, but I'm exactly, we talked about this yesterday. I'm the same way with my neighbors, though.
Right.
I'll be like, not having it today, buddy. I'm going inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like,
you're
cool.
honest about it.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
say-
yeah.
I think
See,
that's
I feel
good.
like, but it's also your kids' friends or whoever you're next to. I think
Right, and
that's
sometimes,
weird.
and I totally get if the neighbor, like, they don't want, you totally get it. You read each other's vibe, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like, they're driving me crazy. I'm going in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So the kids are a good default as opposed to.
We have neighbors that spy on us, the kids, and we don't know what to do because it's not fun still. It's not like funny spy.
What are you doing in there?
Just stuff. One time we heard them, they go, we saw them kissing. And I was like, ay, Izmir. But I don't have kids, so I don't know how to, I'm like, hey.
How do you know they said that?
We heard them. We were outside in the back and we hear them go spying and they go,
You guys are making out in the yard?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's wrong? It's beautiful back there.
Do you hold hands in the mall?
No, but we have a hammock, so we sit in the hammock and make out.
Oh, hammocks are the worst. Hammocks are the
It does make a
worst.
weird creak sound every time we move.
I hate
Creak!
Crew.
That was good.
Got it.
Yeah. Welcome back to DBL. You can pick where you live, but one thing most of us cannot choose is who our neighbors are. They can be friends, frenemies, or nightmares. It's Friday, so we're going to have some fun and play Would You Rather Neighbor Edition.
I like it.
All right, here we go.
Use it. Come on.
So we're going to choose between two types of neighbors and then pick one.
All right, I'm
okay?
into this. I'm into
Here we go. First, would you rather have a noisy or nosy neighbor?
I just was dealing with this. They spy on us, our neighbors, the little kids.
So would you rather have noisy or nosy?
Noisy.
Okay.
Noisy for sure, because I'm probably the one making the noise. And come join.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like noisy just because then that balances out. So whenever you need to be noisy.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm going to go with noisy.
Yeah,
and sometimes
noisy.
I've been the noisy neighbor, so I get it.
Yeah, me too. And I don't want somebody like poking
It's
their
really
nose in
weird.
my area.
Looking between the fence.
In which area?
My backyard.
Oh.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a neighbor with a trashy yard or a better yard than you? Better yard. I don't want them to have a trashy yard. Better yard.
Listen, when you get older, there's not much to live for, and your yard is like one of your things to show your pride.
It's true.
You got to keep
Can
keep that under control.
Yeah,
even
but you
though
don't want a
Jeff,
trashy
my
yard
neighbors'
next
yards are
door.
better than mine.
Oh, really?
See, but and let me just be honest here. Like with my yard, there's like I don't think the neighbor knows that they're involved in this, but Christmas time, like there's always some preparation. There is already preparation to have better decorations.
Yeah, the lights are a big thing on our
Absolutely,
block.
I want to beat my neighbor. I want to embarrass them. I want to take them down this winter. Absolutely, let's go. Let's bring it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's all. Like you said, Jeff. When you're older, it's like I'm already thinking about Christmas.
My
It's been the
neighbor Rich comes
summertime.
over and takes care of my lawn because he's so disgusted with it.
He's like, man, you need some like
Yeah,
to make
and he
the
comes
grass
over.
greener?
He's
Miracle
yeah, like
Grow or-
Weed away.
yeah, GoPro.
Miracle Grow. GoPro.
He does it with a GoPro and then reviews his work online. Yeah, no. He comes over and gets rid of all the weeds.
Wow.
Good guy. Good guy.
Really good guy. Okay, would you rather have a neighbor with too many pets or too many cars?
That's a good one.
Too many cars, because the parking situation, if you ever have
Yeah,
friends
too many
over,
cars.
is a nightmare.
And it's an eyesore to have all those cars in a neighborhood cul-de-sac.
That's right, and it's also bad for the environment. I love being a one-car family.
Do you know what's bad for your like the noise environment? Having a bunch of pets. I would really not like if I shared a fence with a neighbor that had like maybe like 2 or 3. Have you ever like pulled up and you're kind of like or like walk down the sidewalk and somebody's got 2 huge dogs and they run up on you and it's like they can't get you, but it's startling. I wouldn't want that every time I'm in my yard. If like somebody had a dog or something, 2 or 3 dogs that were
Once
barking.
they get to know you, I feel like it's easier. No, the car thing is much more troublesome. I find.
I agree.
Right?
Cars are quiet. What do you, Jeff? Be the tiebreaker.
I don't know.
Cars are quiet.
Yeah, there's parked.
They're not quiet. Every time they're turned on.
I'm not assuming that they're idling their engine 24 hours a day. I was assuming these are parked cars with no keys in them.
Depends what kind of car, engine,
Okay, for assuming.
carburetor.
What do you think, Sam?
Animals. I want more animals.
You want more animals?
Yes, I want more animals in the neighborhood, not more cars. Okay, let's go to the next one. Would you rather have a neighbor who's too chatty, Jeff, or never, ever speaks?
I know what I want.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough
because I like to communicate, but sometimes I like a little quiet. You know?
It's like
But you have to choose one.
What day of the week is it?
Oh, okay, it's Friday.
Oh, chatty.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
chatty.
Friday,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the one
Tuesday?
day. Friday is chatty
Quiet.
Jeff.
Yeah. Just the weekend.
Yeah. I would definitely say chatty because if something went wrong, you
You're
could trust
out
them
of your
to be.
mind. No.
And
no
well, at
words
least they could
ever.
come over and be
No
like, something's
words.
wrong.
We have
Never.
one more. This is for you, Al. Would you rather have neighbors who might be aliens or might be vampires?
Aliens. I don't want to get
Aliens.
sucked.
I don't want
my
to
blood.
Thank you.
And also, you'd never see them in the day. Maybe that's better.
But you're not home in the day either, usually.
Al, what would you rather have, an alien
I would
or a
say
vampire?
aliens because they'd be so normal because they're trying to blend in with human beings. They're like, oh, what do you guys do? You guys are quiet and keep to yourselves? I'll be like, yeah, thank you, alien. And now we never talk.
But then there is Edward
Why wouldn't
Cullen.
you keep up a friendship with the alien?
Because they don't want to. They might give some of their secrets away. So they're just trying to keep it very like. They don't have a big vast background of human information. So they just need to be appear
If
normal.
they transferred here on some kind of mechanism to get here, they definitely know more than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they don't know more, but they don't have a background. They don't have like, oh, remember 8th grade? They don't have any of those memories because they weren't here.
But Tori, what if like it was an Edward Cullen next
the
to you?
Twilight or like a Brad Pitt from Interview
don't know
with the
what you're talking
Vampire.
about.
Oh my God! Hello.
Speaking of colon, I saw this comedian one time. He goes, "The first thing I tell aliens when they came down here is there's no information up there."
It's important. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back. We all love to binge watch our favorite shows, but sitting for a long period of time is not good for our bodies. It's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. Sitting too long can cause pain and stiffness in your lower back, legs, and knees, so get up and move between episodes. You can take a short walk around the neighborhood, do some standing stretches, or try a low-impact exercise like yoga. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers, supported by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 1-800-686-5325 or visit omegaxl.com for more information. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by... For supporters, typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here, impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasize the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Welcome back. Sophie, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers over here?
Say
hi. Say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yay! Good job, Sophie. Everyone, we'll see you Monday, same time, same place.
Good job, Sophie.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
Am I going crazy? I just love your passion right now.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, let me get on it. You just got me all riled up. Who raised you?
This is a win, right, guys? Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
I live my life for Spike. Welcome to another week of Jeff's mustache.
I didn't expect that. I love this segment.
Yes.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year. DBL is all new every day.
From exposing an ex in a full-page ad to neighbors finding out about a woman's two-timing husband at a garage sale. Plus, how can you tell if you're with a narcissist right now? And a Harry Carey hologram surprises Cubs fans during the 7th inning stretch.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Yeah,
just stop.
Finally here, drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. So we do have a very sad update about actress Anne Heche, and I hate beginning the show with this, but listen, it's what all of you are talking about. We've been invested in the story. So according to her rep, Anne suffered a catastrophic brain injury from her crash last week, and she is not expected to survive. So there are plans to try and donate her organs, and they are keeping her on life support to see if her organs are viable. Now, if you recall, Anne crashed her car into a home last Friday, resulting in both the house and car catching on fire. There are also reports her blood tested positive for cocaine and possibly fentanyl. Her family said, quote, "She will be remembered for her courageous honesty and dearly missed for her light." Wow. We do have Dr. Drew hopefully coming on. We are dealing with some technical difficulties. Why don't we discuss while we hope that we can get Drew worked out. But what were your initial thoughts when you heard that this is now turned into, it looks like she's going to lose her life?
Yeah, it's just, I said it earlier with them, it's just so complicated. And if we're not discussing that word, then I feel like we're not doing a good service to what's the actual story. I'm horribly upset that Anne Heche is going to, we think, lose her life. I'm glad she's giving her organs away. I always do. But I honestly feel that doesn't ever get rid of the fact that there might have been impaired driving. I have a hard time with people who decide to get into a car after being impaired. I still have a hard time with Anne Heche doing it. I also have a hard time because she's passing away. So this is a very complicated feeling I have. I'm a little shocked. I'm saddened. I'm hurt. I don't know. I feel like a lot of nuance here. A lot of nuance.
That's honest, Tori,
yeah.
Because I think a lot of people feel that way, especially when the story broke. I was maybe a little bit hard on Anne Heche, and now I'm like, wow, I feel remorseful that I said that. But it doesn't take back the fact of why or what she did, right? She was very lucky. She unfortunately doesn't seem like she's going to make it through this, but she could have taken out a family, my kids, my wife, someone that you love, right? So you have to address those things. I know she's a celebrity. That doesn't take away what she did, right? And I hope we get Dr. Drew back, because I want to know, at the speed she was driving, there is questions. Was there something psychologically going wrong? Was she trying to take her own life? I kind of want to follow up with Dr. Drew of some of these questions.
I'm not going to answer for Dr. Drew, but he was going to answer the suicide conspiracy that a lot of people are floating around. And if we don't get him at the end of this discussion, I'll let you know what his take on that was. Now, here's what. Now, you mentioned it could be it could have been your family, it could have been you. Her own family too. I can't imagine what they're going through. They're not only maybe dealing with anger that she put herself and her family as collateral damage within this situation, but they're also technically maybe mourning her life. Oh, we do have Dr. Drew. Okay, so let's bring him in.
Yes.
Drew, let's make sure we got him there. Okay, so Ann, there we go.
Hey.
Drew,
Hey,
thank you so much for joining us. We miss you. We love you. You're the perfect person to talk to about this. Now, Ann has spoken in the past about her struggles with her mental health, obviously with addiction as well. So, Drew, we have a laundry list of questions we want to ask you.
Yeah, Drew, good to see you. Tori here. I just wanted you to know, what did you think when you heard the news about Ann's brain injury and prognosis? And I don't know if you heard me earlier saying this is a really complicated thing here, and I just wanted your personal take and medical take on how nuanced this all is.
It's complicated, it's sad, it's complicated. You guys hear me okay?
Yes,
We've been in all
we
kinds
can.
of technical problems. Okay, good. And you know, it makes me angry. Laws in the state of California do not allow us to jump in and help people with the fatal illness of addiction. But let's kind of go through what we know about this situation. She plowed into a house and then pulled out and plowed into another house. That as clearly severe intoxication. We hear that there was fentanyl and cocaine in her system. People that are doing opiates die. That's what happens when people do fentanyl. And if you're doing fentanyl and cocaine together, you are definitely not trying to commit suicide. The drug addicts, when they want to commit suicide, they do it in a great flurry, a huge flurry with a lot of fanfare and a letter, and they make it very clear they're killing themselves. Opiate addicts die just on the streets of California, 6 a day. Just on the streets of, Los Angeles County, 6 a day. So it's very, very common here. So that's what so that we are set up, the setup is fentanyl addiction and intoxication, where she's driving into a house. The other thing that you got to read between the lines on everything the press report.
Right.
Sam, you remember you used to me kind of doing this because people just don't know how to ask the right questions. So you hear it now that she's essentially brain dead. They're now talking about harvesting her organ. That is death. Brain death and death are the same thing due to hypoxic brain injury. Hypoxic brain injury is not traumatic brain injury. So she didn't hit her head and then suffer a devastating injury to her brain. She stopped breathing. She had hypoxic brain injury. So why did she stop breathing? Well, guess what? Fentanyl. Wow. She may have already been overdosed when she plowed into the house, number one. Number two, apparently this was a fiery crash, so of course some sort of smoke inhalation could do that. Number three, crush injuries. If she was crushed in the seat where she was driving, that also would cause people not to breathe and cause hypoxic brain injury. The fact that she's been in coma for so long without anyone saying it's a medically induced coma, that means it's due to the injury. And the fact that that has been going on without any eruption, there's been clear sustained coma for days and days and days. That's a terrible situation.
So,
terrible.
Dr. Drew, real quickly, so the high speed that she was traveling in the video that everybody saw, she might have already been passed out, you might be saying.
Correct.
And maybe her foot was on the gas pedal. That's what caused the high speed.
Can I ask another question really quick?
Correct.
Can I ask another question quick? Could she not have known about the fentanyl? Could it have been laced in cocaine, which is happening all around America?
That's a great point, Tori, and that's a possibility. You'd have to do a lot of it, but yeah, it does happen. Okay. It does happen, and fentanyl is in everything. It's a great point. I hadn't really even thought about that. It's my brain doesn't work that way. It's so crazy that fentanyl is in everything on the streets of California now. Right. But yeah, it is. And it's very easy to overdose. So again, it may not be opiate addiction we're seeing, just drug use, or who knows what's going on here. We don't know. All I know, it's sad, and she could have been helped. That's what kills me. You can treat people. They can have thriving lives again. These are fatal illnesses. People get into them, as you see. And they don't all die of overdoses. They die of accidents. They die of infections. They die of all kinds of things. But this is the piece that everybody leaves out these days when people are allowed to just go on with their addictive disease. It's what they want to do. What are you going to do? They're in a state where they're not seeing what's happening to them, and fatal illness, progressive illness that ends in demise.
Well, first of all, Drew, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, you're looking thin, man.
Oh, hey, look, hey, I stopped drinking. I'm doing yoga, everything. Jeff got me to that. I'm happy, man. I'm good. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're bringing up mental illness, because not only are you an expert, but this is something it's a buzzword in our society now, and for a good reason. I'm glad we're talking about it. Ann Heche said since 2001 she's been dealing with mental health issues. But can you talk to us about how we can balance that, because I think we're all sympathetic to mental health issues until it affects you, until somebody with mental health issues comes plowing into your front yard, Dr. Drew, or my front yard.
Right.
That's when people are like, well, I don't care about your mental health issues. My kids are playing in my yard.
Right.
So how do we as a society show empathy for this, but also not forgive it?
Right. It's another great sort of point, which is that these are treatable conditions, that people are not well. But as I always told my patients, you're not responsible for your illness. You didn't ask for this. This is a genetic thing you inherited, and then it got activated, and here you're in it. You are responsible for your recovery. And if you don't get actively involved in your recovery and you hurt somebody, now it's on you. Now it's the legal system. I'm sorry. That's it. It's over. So I have endless empathy for my patients, but when they struggle but don't actively engage, they resist, they deny, whatever it might be, and then they hurt somebody, now it's on the legal system. That's it. Wow. It's out of my hands.
Wow.
Respect. Yeah.
I know, Dr. Drew, I wish we had you here in person, but I hear you might be here in October. Did you hear that too?
That's the plan.
Yay!
It's the plan. I hope
Okay,
so.
good. That's only a couple months away. We'll just have to be patient over here. And then so for all of you, make sure that you stay tuned for not only that in October, but also make sure to check out all of Dr. Drew's podcasts at drdrew.com. You can also catch Dr. Drew's streaming show Wednesdays at drdrew.tv. We miss you, Dr. Drew. We can't wait to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks,
Italian
man.
dinner in our future.
Great to see you guys.
Bye. We'll
Sorry
be right
some of
back.
these circumstances.
Yes.
Bye.
Closed captioning provided by
America.
Am I going crazy? Who raised you?
Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year.
Okay, we're talking restaurants here, and I think one thing that changes. Thank you.
We got out before monkeypox because we had the audio. We didn't want to change anything.
I think one thing with restaurants is you can never really factor in because you don't know because you don't work there, but like they switch chefs. Sometimes. And sometimes, you know where I really notice it? Like not at the higher end restaurants because they replace it with a good restaurant, good chef, but like sometimes if there's like a sports bar where you're like, this place has the best wings and fries, and then you go and you take your friend and they're terrible, and you're like, oh,
and you're like, it's switch
there must be
management
a new guy.
It's
like,
the same
different.
thing like when your grandparents cook, like when your grandmother makes something, and then like, sorry, Mom, but then she tries to make it. She's like, it's the same thing, but it's just not that person's, right? It's the same thing. You try to mimic that recipe, but even though it's a recipe, you can't. Isn't that weird? Why is that?
Because there's some love given into it. There's some special oomph. Jews have it too. The Jews, you make a matzo ball soup, you make latkes, and it's not your mother's latke. You're gonna say this is a dense matzo ball. This isn't good. And let me tell you
This
something.
wet bread isn't the same.
I know it is. Just my husband thought matzo ball soup was just mozzarella balls in hot water. When he first met, he just never had a Seder.
Right.
So my mom bought him a book on like children of like, what is Passover?
Just like, let's get the basics out of the way.
Yeah, Moses, who is he? But I will say one of my favorite wings place that I almost went with Al, Kings of Wings, their kitchen burnt down. And so I keep telling people I was like gonna take them and then it all burnt down. They're coming back.
That's a great story.
I could tell as I said it, it wasn't a good story.
Let me just switch. Since we're on chicken wings, what do you think I'm going to follow up with?
Oh no, don't go there.
Wait, what wing story?
What do you mean, what wing story? When Tori eats the wings and puts them back in the dish
It's my
with
first
a clean
wing. Never seen that. Have never had a wing before.
We did just receive reports, one from the Huffington Post, also a direct friend of Anne Heche, that she did indeed lose her life. So our thoughts, our prayers are with her family, and we will continue to follow the story. All right, so we're going to take a hard turn. We're going to exhale. Last night was the second Major League Baseball Field of Dreams game in Iowa. It began with Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. coming out of the cornfield and playing catch together on the field. Then all the players from the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds followed behind. There was also this touching moment during the 7th inning stretch featuring a hologram of famed broadcaster Harry Carey. Take a look.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever give back.
I cannot believe this is at the real Field of Dreams.
Do you remember the line, are we in heaven? No, we're in Iowa. It's a great movie.
Then, do you know any other lines?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
If you build it, they will come.
Did you watch the movie?
I'm obsessed with the movie. Ray Liotta
You've
made
never mentioned it until right now.
It's an Americana.
Yeah, but it's been 25 years.
Baseball Hope. It's Amy Madigan. It's got James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, unbelievable show, unbelievable writing, and it makes you feel family, America, baseball. We need that really bad right now in this country. So
wasn't Shoeless Joe Jackson in it too?
That was Ray Liotta.
Yes.
He played. May he rest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's get back to the.
Some people are calling this creepy. Do you think it's creepy?
Creepy? No way. I loved it. I thought it was nostalgic. I love where we're coming from with holograms, from Tupac to this. This looks real. And you know, I grew up on Harry Carey, living in Chicago, WGN, Cubs game always on TV. Just remind me of summertime as a kid. I could like smell the outside through the screen door as a little kid watching this. So it was very nostalgic for me. I hope we can continue with the holograms, perhaps make them into concerts one day, but this was beautiful.
Okay, I have though really quickly, if it weren't Harry Carey to be at that game, would it be a player?
Like a Cubs player?
Huh?
What do you mean? You just want like some dead Cubs player in the
Babe
stands,
Ruth?
perhaps, eating
Maybe
popcorn?
Maybe they can make him run.
Why don't we do concerts?
I have a theory.
Maybe can make him run.
I have a theory.
That'd be amazing.
Because I was looking at this clip. This is a little out of literally
hologram of cat in our lap.
This is out of left field, no pun intended. But I was looking at this, like how small the stadium was and where it was in Iowa. And if you go to baseball games, baseball stadiums are state of the art. They're really cool, but they're always empty during the regular season. Baseball makes all their money off advertising anyway. Why don't they have these smaller stadiums that are kind of like not all kind of cookie cutter and like soulless and dead and like use your debit card and like make it so each one's like a smaller little event.
Like local.
Like local.
They do.
Like
They
when
use
like when you go to like minor league stadiums, like they're nice, but
They do that.
They use that event. So like when the like little league plays, but you know the bigger.
But I mean, but for all the major league games, because the stadiums are empty.
But they do.
But they use it.
They don't do it all the time.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
like
do.
teams play there.
The Rockies
like,
play
in that
that
small
was a
stadium.
terrible point.
No, when like teams in the area play, right? So like growing up, that's one of the stops. If you make it to a certain point in the tournament, you play at this field, and they hold events there all the time. It's iconic.
But not
it's
the majors.
Okay.
I want the Yankees to be playing.
They don't. They're not going to make enough money. There's only like 15,000 people there, as opposed to 100,000.
They make their money off TV, not the game.
Yeah, stop. We got Jeff on our back. Finally, Jeff is on our
Al,
side.
you know what? I'm with you, buddy. They need to use
Even
that
though I was
more.
wrong,
They need to use that more.
Coming up on DBL, you may be with a narcissist right now and not
Look at that
even
picture.
know it. We've got the ways you can spot one after the break.
Hi. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back to DBL. What would you do if your partner cheated on you? Well, some women are going viral for their unique revenge on their cheating husbands. So first up, a woman in Australia took out this full-page ad in her local newspaper calling out her husband. She wrote, "Dear Steve, I hope you're happy with her. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card." And another woman used TikTok to show how she was handling her cheating spouse. She hosted a garage sale selling all of her husband's stuff and putting up signs to let the neighborhood know. Whoa. I'm big into spite, so I'm down with it. I like it. I like it. And plus, if I could benefit from someone cheating in my neighborhood and get a lawnmower for $10, sign me up. Yeah, but so you being the beneficiary, but would you do this if you were cheated on?
I don't know. I'm into spite, so maybe. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, as long as you're not going into like revenge porn and things that are like really tragic, I don't see a problem with making
stealing people's stuff and selling it?
Stealing it? Why is it stealing it?
He didn't agree to have his stuff sold.
I'm without.
She didn't agree to have him cheat on her.
Yes, but like, that's the thing, though. You can easily.
I was trying.
You're ruining my argument.
Look, no one's saying that cheating isn't abhorrent and terrible, and you have a right to walk away, and you have a right to walk away with anger and go to a lawyer and get what's rightfully yours. But if you're cheated on, that doesn't mean we can open up the book saying we're going back to medieval torture. Like, oh, he cheated.
Medieval torture.
I'm going to sell all this stuff. I'm going to burn his car.
Yeah.
Like,
even
do you know how many people
scarlet letter on them? That's literally essentially putting a scarlet letter on someone in front of the whole
also, we don't know exactly.
But what if the whole neighborhood knows that guy cheats, so you look like the.
But what if they cheated in there? How do we know what she thinks cheating is? Some people think cheating is just like sending like a random text message.
No, we know what it is.
I'm just saying.
He cheated.
You had us, and then you brought up that point and weakened your argument.
But when you hear,
we have one more beat.
Y'all are real trusting of everything. That's all I'm saying.
So not all cheaters are narcissists, but these revenge stories got us all thinking, is there a way to see if your partner really is a narcissist or just a bad guy? I like that they're just saying guy.
I know, not girl.
Girls can be narcissists too. According to a psychologist, there are traits you should be on the lookout for. Your partner is a narcissist if they are obsessed with wealth, status, power, and success, if they have a disregard for others, lack remorse or guilt, have a strong sense of entitlement, and are consistently blaming and shaming others. All terrible qualities.
Yeah, I mean, I really try to live my life as opposite of those qualities as I can. And when people come into my life and I see those qualities in them, it's a red flag, and I want them out of my, at least,
like a magnet.
Circle. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible quality to be a narcissist.
Are you like
I'm kidding.
I care.
I'm kidding.
I have remorse about everything.
I got over that quickly.
I will say, I am learning, and as I told you guys all, boundaries. And for people who are narcissists, even if you feel they're part of your family, I know my Buddhist teacher always says the Buddha would have liked boundaries. So if you have a narcissist in your circle and you need to put up boundaries, please don't feel guilty about it. It's true.
But is
add Buddha stories to the bottom of that.
It is. The Buddha would have liked boundaries. You can't just accept everybody into your life.
The Buddha would have liked boundaries. That's a good lyric.
It is.
I do want to throw this out in defense of possible narcissists.
What?
If we would not have the music, we would not have rap music
or
if it wasn't for
or
narcissists.
Art, you're right.
Rap music talks about your ego and its success, wealth. It's about taking over power. And because that music resonates with people, it's because deep inside of all of us, we all want that to some extent or another. So like, we cannot sit up here and just act like, I just want to be a good person. No, there's a reason. Yeah, people do want the butterfly doors on their car as well.
They don't have empathy for other people.
Now that's another thing. But if you are you're in corporate stocks or takeovers or whatever, you can have empathy. You're like, I'm acquiring your company and I'm going to dismantle it and keep moving. I'm not saying that's how I live my life. I'm a comedian.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
Kendrick Lamar said be humble.
He's a billionaire.
Okay, but he had a whole song about be humble.
And don't forget about what the Buddha said.
Yeah, between Kendrick and the Buddha, I can't go wrong.
That's a valid point. Coming up on DBL.
And Kendrick's a rapper, like I mentioned. I know.
He said be humble. It's against your argument.
But he's a billionaire.
Doesn't matter. He had a whole song called Be Humble.
But the poet,
okay, Ben Affleck.
Buddha is a poet which stems from rap.
Ben Affleck wants out of the spotlight why he isn't happy about all the paparazzi attention since his wedding.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters, typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasized the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
This is Felicia Lawrence from WTHR in Indianapolis, and we watch DBL every day.
Hey, Indy Trashy, thank you for the shout out. That is so cool. That's where we play actually there on that station. So
shout out Bob and Tom. I do Bob and Tom Radio, and they're out of Indianapolis. Shout out to 317. Spent a lot of time there. I like Indianapolis. Yeah, it's a good city.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to stop the show.
If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Kate McKinnon opens up about breaking character on the set of SNL. We're going to look back at some of those hilarious times that the cast broke, and Lisa Kudrow explains why the writers never brought diversity to Friends.
Right now I'm standing in this shaded spot, and this is pretty much what it's like when there's cloud coverage, and sometimes we forget to put on this. So do you get more sunburnt when there is cloud coverage?
Our source is Dr. Alyssa Daniel, a dermatologist at Novant Health Ballantyne, the American Academy of Dermatology, and Johnny Gurgen Dermatology and Mohs Surgery. The American Academy of Dermatology says even on cloudy days, up to 80% of UV rays can get through clouds.
Any cloud coverage, you can still definitely get damaging effects of UVA and UVB.
According to Johnny Gurgen Dermatology, some clouds can actually create higher UV levels than perfectly cloudless days.
Depends on what types of clouds. And so if you get into like the cirrus clouds versus other types of clouds, I don't think most individuals are going to be keen enough to know exactly which clouds are in the sky.
Those cirrus clouds are short, detached clouds that UV rays could get through easier. And when it's shady outside, some people forget to put on sunscreen, causing them to get sunburnt.
Because it's not as hot, and sometimes heat triggers us to think about sunscreen. And so if it's not quite as hot, we don't think about as applying as frequently.
Dr. Daniel says UV rays can reflect on surfaces like sand and water, increasing your chance for a sunburn.
Sand and water are probably the two biggest things that's going to reflect sunlight back up. So you not only get the damaging effects of the sun rays coming down, you can get them bounce back up, and you can get them a second time too.
Moral of the story, put on that sunscreen because UV rays can still get through clouds, and depending on what type of cloud it is, you could get even more sunburn. With your Verified Fact Check, I'm Megan Bragg.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all,
just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Okay, gotta talk about J-Lo and Ben. What's their name? Balo?
Batfleck?
Wait, what is it?
Balo.
It is
Definitely
Balo?
not Batfleck.
Oh, Benifer.
Benifer. I like Balo.
I came up with that one.
Okay, so all the attention on his honeymoon with Jennifer Lopez, I guess, is just a little bit too much for Mr. Ben Affleck. According to Page Six, Ben was a little freaked out with all the paparazzi following their every move in Paris and compared it to all the attention around the late Princess Diana. And while Ben is used to the attention, he still gets upset with being photographed all the time. The proof was in the photos. Jen usually looks great. Yep. Into it. Ben, not so much. Photos of him sleeping on a boat also went viral and quickly became the stuff of internet memes. What do you guys think about Ben being, Jeff, upset about the paparazzi, but then given that he's married to Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, listen, I think the paparazzi goes a little hard on Ben Affleck, right? And I think everyone has different sets of rules. That's just what we have to start expecting in society as different people. Everyone wants a fair playing field. That's never going to happen. Ben Affleck famously came out as having an alcohol addiction, but yet the media still follows him and portrays him in a terrible light. You don't see any good pictures of Ben Affleck. It's him passed out. It's him looking fat. It's him having a cigarette. It's all terrible pictures.
Right.
Jennifer Lopez is all beautiful pictures. They don't put her in a different light. But when some people come out with some sort of addiction, all is forgiven. But not Ben Affleck. And that just kind of stems throughout Hollywood of how different people are treated. So I'm not here for it.
I also have to say that, like, at first I was like, come on, Ben Affleck, like, move on. You're an American celebrity. But in Europe, the paparazzi is just so much more intense. So I do feel bad for him a little bit.
Yeah, it's an emotional. We have to, when we look at situations like this, we have to understand there's always emotion tied to it. When I was in New York earlier this week, I was talking to my business class. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, I can't believe that an actor, I'm not going to say his name, hasn't been canceled yet, and he's an attractive actor. And I was like, do you think it's the fact that he's attractive? And she was like, yeah. She said yes, and her friend that was with her was like, it was a real honest moment. She was like, yes. When you are liked by people, whether it's the way you look or the way you make people feel through your music, the paparazzi is going to treat you different. Hollywood will treat you different because that's a narrative that you're pushing out. But if somebody goes, this person's toxic, and we all decided we don't like this, every news story, if they want to get clicks, is going to be like, oh, Ben's at it again. Yeah. Oh, so and so's at it again.
Aggressive to the paparazzi.
Yeah. So I mean, this is definitely an attack on him, and as long as he realizes it, hopefully he can process a little bit better.
Good discussion. I love you, Al,
I love you
so
too.
much. Okay, so Lisa Kudrow is speaking out about the lack of diversity on her show Friends, which ended nearly 20 years ago. Speaking to the Daily Beast, Lisa said the show's two creators, who are white, had no business writing stories about the experiences of being a person of color because they were writing the show from their own perspectives. Lisa previously said that if the show were to air today, it would not be an all-white cast. Yeah, you've told me, like, you don't watch Friends, right?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah, but Friends was like, I put all this in that whole, like, it has nothing to do with Friends or Seinfeld. That was like Al's traveling new comic. I don't know anything from that era. I don't know what was happening. I don't remember anything.
You don't remember it.
But, honestly, like, I look at that and I'm glad. I think people forget how things were kind of pre-internet. There wasn't as much crossover. Like, if you try to make Friends now and make it look like that, it would look crazy. It wouldn't look culturally inclusive because that's not how the world looks now. I wrote a screenplay about 4 black men, not because I'm culturally inclusive, because that's who was with me on my tour. I wrote a children's book about my son who's autistic, not because I'm, sympathetic to just that situation. It's what I know. So you write what you know. So I don't have a problem with them doing this, especially 30 years ago when we wouldn't have any frame of reference for it.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time, and it keeps getting brought up, and they keep asking the cast of Friends this all the time in every interview. It's like, you can't go back and retroactively change anything from 5 years ago, from yesterday to 50 years ago.
What the Buddha says.
You can't.
Yep, that's true.
Well, the Buddha's got to enter the conversation at some point.
Yes.
So here he comes. But I'm just saying, it's like, we just keep saying the same thing over and over, and it wouldn't look like that today, right? Even if I wrote a story about all my friends, right? You'd make some of them diverse and you'd let it be, show more cultural integration, right? So it's like, we can't go back and change that. But if we could, we would. But we can't now. But we'll talk about it next week.
Actors.
What does the Buddha say?
The Buddha says he likes boundaries. No, I will say this. I agree with both of you, but if I were a girl, person of color, Asian, disabled, there was no one representing me on that show. Even when they did shots of New York, it was like Manhattan had no people of color. So I appreciate that that's true, but bringing it up and saying, man, that could have been better, I appreciate that comment retroactively. I know we can't change it, but I appreciate that people probably felt really left out of that iconic piece of Americana.
Wouldn't we also go back and change Girls Gone Wild? That was on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't we go back and change the Hugh Hefner show where a 95-year-old man was kissing 20-year-olds in the mouth, and we were like, cool, nice job, E. Are you kidding me? Like, what was on television? The Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, yeah. So let's, like, if we want to start going back retroactively, let's start with where we should start.
Good.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah. But it does show growth.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so Kate McKinnon says she felt ashamed, quote unquote, when she broke character on SNL. Kate recently left SNL after 11 seasons. She told Vulture magazine there was something unprofessional about breaking character, but sometimes it was just too fun. Kate was known for breaking from time to time, like on this sketch during Weekend Update with Colin Jost. But she's not alone. SNL cast members and hosts have a long history of breaking in the middle of a scene. Watch.
You know, we all can't be brainy like Fern here.
We may never know how many people perished.
You know what, Debbie? You are totally ruining my trip to Disney.
Moonlight, La La Land, both right.
He's just that good to me. Sorry, Carl, you gotta go.
This is why I got into this business, specifically from outtakes in movies when they show outtakes. And I was just like, they look like they're having the most fun in the whole world. And it's my favorite thing about television is the outtakes.
I agree completely. And what's funny is I did improv forever and ever and ever. And Lorne Michaels famously says, don't break character. He really dislikes it. So when it does happen, it's that much more special. But you're supposed to be committed. If I'm a raisinette or a pirate, like you are supposed to be in it. So the Debbie Downer one is by far my favorite.
No, I'm a Stefan guy. That's my favorite character. And honestly, you know, after you get done watching DBL, go to YouTube and watch like just news bloopers and see how many views those have, because whether it's them interviewing somebody that's extra or just themselves laughing at a story, it's these little moments of humanity we never get to see on television because everything is so scripted.
Right.
You know,
Except
so like,
for here.
just to see a real laugh from somebody that's always buttoned up, it's like we kind of need that.
It's the best. I always remember the cowbell skit with your guy, Christopher Walken.
Seems like you always remember it.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell had his belly out.
Yeah. I got a fever.
Can somebody else tell Sam our favorite memories?
I pointed to him. Oh my God. I'm tired.
It's this late night comedy show.
How about when Tori was in Macbeth as a raisinette?
Yes. No. And it was raisinette. It was like whether I'm a raisinette or a pirate.
Because it's hard to break character when you're a raisinette.
In improv, you're supposed to be funny, but also stay there.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so a posing expert is going viral on TikTok with her tips on taking the perfect selfie. The expert says we should all say goodbye to the duck face pose, which is favored by celebs like Kim K. Instead, she had tips on making a better sultry face on social media. Take a look.
So one way to do this is by saying apple. So you want to say it in kind of a whispery, seductive way. You don't want to go apple. That's like not cute. You want to go apple. Let me show you how it looks. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a bit of space and it's just pouty. It's another alternative.
That one?
Okay. Yeah, that's how your mouth is supposed to be relaxed in a good sultry way. If you say it right before.
Some teeth.
Yeah, ready?
Okay, commit.
Apple.
Okay.
Speaking of breaking.
Okay. Ready? Apple.
Ew.
That was good.
Dude, I committed.
Oh, mine's going to be, if you didn't like that, apple.
Oh, that was good.
I like this shit.
I tried. All right, Sammy. Serious.
Be good. Serious. Be serious about it.
Come on. Apple.
That was good. That was good for a hot second. You just got to hold it.
Where you went.
Okay, if chasing apple doesn't work for you, don't worry, there's more. The expert has another tip on looking sexy in selfies.
Oh, God.
The second way you can get a perfect pout is actually the way that the Olsen twins get theirs, and that's by saying the word prune. So again, you don't want to say it harsh. You don't want to go prune. You can either focus on prue, or you can focus on the ending of the word, like prune. Let me show you how it looks. So there she is. That's prune.
Sure. It's the same picture.
It is.
Picture.
Okay, but maybe it'll be easier to do pruned.
Am I in this camera or this camera? This one? Okay, you ready?
That's the one you've been on for 5 years.
Stop. Yeah. 3, 2. Prune.
That was really good for the first beat.
Okay, the end was too hard.
Like, whoa, still photo,
good
model.
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm just going to do the beginning part.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good free. Yeah.
That looked like you smelled something bad.
Oh, like pew?
Oh, maybe.
Pew. Hold on, do another one.
Do it.
Pew.
All right, I'm gonna be serious.
Okay, take it real. Take it real.
Prune.
Yes!
Dang.
You are so.
He's still in it. He's still in it.
He's still there.
I'm shocked.
That's professionalism, people.
Okay, take that. Can we get sexy music, maybe? No, here we go. Here we go. You got this, Sam.
Okay. Don't smile. Okay. Okay. Prune.
No.
You were there. You were there. Yeah, you were there.
One more. You got this.
Prune.
You were never there. You were never.
The first one was better.
Yeah, the first one was better. Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to do full disclosure on this.
Yeah.
I looked up on YouTube a couple weeks ago.
How was yours so good?
I don't think it's that good.
You were
committed.
It was
It was the eye contact.
I looked up how to pose on YouTube because I had no idea. Like I feel silly when I pose. I'm not good at
Yeah,
it.
you need
And I look at
angles.
Yeah,
like you and I do this a lot, and you're supposed to be like.
Right, I can't. I'm not good at taking pictures. Okay, they were saying for men, they were saying like take a picture where like, especially if you have a jacket on, like you're kind of messing with your cuff a little bit, like your watch.
Candid.
Candid. You take one where you're like you are kind of buttoning your top a little bit, and then one where you're straightening your tie.
So
and
you're
it gives you a couple. Yeah, it just gives you a couple, because I didn't know like where to put my hands.
But those
you do one in the pockets.
Those are like modeling photos, right? So you take a modeling photo. When have you ever in real life been like this?
Yeah, no, that's.
And I've taken.
I think for like regular.
It's not even a real pic. I'm like, why am I holding my?
So back in your modeling days, what was your go-to pose?
All those.
Yeah.
All of them.
Did you already know
the
those?
tie? Yeah, the tie with the look away.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure. And then this for no reason, and then definitely the button one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, it's still in there.
The button look away, and then get the jaw going.
Oh.
You look like you're falling over.
See what I mean? But none of those are natural.
You were rubbernecking, like there was a crash.
Yeah, I was like, prune.
I always think you should say something very funny right before and turn your head. So
Let's
if I say,
Nailed it.
schmoogaboo, instead of like,
Yeah, I do like the first one better.
yeah, you gotta have some motion to it.
Okay.
You see Michael Dean just walked out.
Yeah. Our executive producer just was like, that's it, I'm out.
Coming up on DBL, do you love your neighbors or can you not stand them? We're playing a Would You Rather game all about neighbors. Play along at home with us.
What kind of
Coming
game
up
is
next.
this?
I know.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
We're playing a game about neighbors right now on DBL. Tune in.
One by one. Okay.
I'm in a neighbor group text, so I'm texting all my neighbors right now.
That's cool.
Jeff lives in a place in which I've always thought about wanted to, where there's like a real community around the kid, like it's the suburbs, right? So they're all like community around kids, and I think that's very what I picture when I think of Americana. It's evening, the kids are playing, you hear laughter,
I'm always
cooking onions.
Is this weird? I'm weird about the neighbors thing because
So, do you need anything,
it's
honey?
a weird
Wanna come over and
commitment
say
to be
hi?
like, are we gonna be
No, you
friends
just
or
wanna
not?
say it
And
right.
because sometimes for me, if I'm in my head and like you pull up to go into your place and your neighbors outside like they usually are doing whatever they're doing. Some days you might not want to talk,
I know.
but like you still like them just
Yeah,
as
I
much.
know.
But like sometimes are
feel
you
obligated.
locking yourself into a lifetime of small talk?
See, but I'm exactly, we talked about this yesterday.
You
I'm the
like
same
it?
way with my neighbors, though.
Right.
I'll be like, not having it today, buddy. I'm going inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like,
You're
cool.
honest about it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
say-
yeah.
I think
See,
that's
I feel
good.
like, but and it's also your kids' friends or whoever you're next to. I think
Right, and
that's
sometimes,
weird.
and I totally get if the neighbor, like, they don't want, you totally get it. You read each other's vibe, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like, they're driving me crazy. I'm going in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So the kids are a good default as
Yeah.
opposed to.
We have neighbors that spy on us, the kids, and we don't know what to do because it's not fun still. It's not like funny spy.
What are you doing in there?
Just stuff. One time we heard them, they go, we saw them kissing. And I was like, ay, Vesemir. But I don't have kids, so I don't know how to, I'm like, hey.
How do you know they said that?
We heard them. We were outside in the back and we hear them go spying and they go,
You guys are making out in the yard?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's wrong? It's beautiful back there.
Do you hold hands in the mall?
No, but we have a hammock, so we sit in the hammock and make out.
Oh, hammocks are the worst. Hammocks are the
It does make a
worst.
weird creak sound every time we move.
I hate
Creak!
Prune.
That was good.
Got it.
Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. You can pick where you live, but one thing most of us cannot choose is who our neighbors are. They can be friends, frenemies, or nightmares. It's Friday, so we're going to have some fun and play Would You Rather Neighbor Edition.
I like it.
All right, here we
Use
go.
it. Come on.
So we're going to choose between two types of neighbors and then pick one.
All right, I'm
okay?
into this. I'm
Here
into
we go.
this.
First, would you rather have a noisy or nosy neighbor?
I just was dealing with this. They spy on us, our neighbors, the little kids.
So would you rather have noisy or nosy?
Noisy.
Okay.
Noisy for sure, because I'm probably the one making the noise. And come join.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like noisy just because then that balances out. So whenever you need to be noisy.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm going to go with noisy.
Yeah,
and sometimes
noisy.
I've been the noisy neighbor, so I get it.
Yeah, me too. And I don't want somebody like poking
It's
their
really
nose in
weird.
my
Yeah.
area.
Looking between the fence.
In which area?
My backyard.
Oh.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a neighbor with a trashy yard or a better yard than you? Better yard. I don't want them to have a trashy yard. Better yard.
Listen, when you get older, there's not much to live for, and your yard is like one of your things to show your pride.
It's true.
You got to keep
Can
that under control.
Yeah,
even
but you
though
don't want a
Jeff,
trashy
my neighbors'
yard
yards are better than mine.
Oh, really?
See, but and let me just be honest here. Like with my yard, there's like I don't think the neighbor knows that they're involved in this, but Christmas time, like there's always some preparation. There is already preparation to have better decorations.
The lights are a big thing on our
absolutely.
block.
I want to beat my neighbor. I want to embarrass them. I want to take them down this winter. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's bring it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's all. Like you said, Jeff. When you're older, it's like I'm already thinking about Christmas.
My
It's in
neighbor
the
Rich comes
summertime.
over and takes care of my lawn because he's so disgusted with it.
He's like, man, you need some like
Yeah,
to make
and he
the
comes
grass
over.
greener?
He's
Miracle
yeah, like
Grow or-
Weed away.
yeah, GoPro.
Miracle Grow. GoPro.
He does it with a GoPro and then reviews his work online. Yeah, no. He comes over and gets rid of all the weeds.
Wow.
Good guy.
Okay.
Good guy.
Really good guy. Okay, would you rather have a neighbor with too many pets or too many cars?
Too
that's a
many,
good one.
Too many cars, because the parking situation, if you ever have
Yeah,
friends
too many
over,
cars.
is a nightmare.
And it's an eyesore to have all those cars in a neighborhood cul-de-sac.
That's right, and it's also bad for the environment. I love being a one-car family.
Do you know what's bad for your like the noise environment? Having a bunch of pets. I would really not like if I shared a fence with a neighbor that had like maybe like 2 or 3. Have you ever like pulled up and you're kind of like or like walk down the sidewalk and somebody's got 2 huge dogs and they run up on you and it's like they can't get you, but it's startling. I wouldn't want that every time I'm in my yard. If like somebody had a dog or something, 2 or 3 dogs that were
But once
barking.
they get to know you, I feel like it's easier. No, the car thing is much more troublesome. I find.
I agree.
No,
Right?
Cars are quiet. What do you, Jeff? Be the tiebreaker.
I don't know.
Cars are quiet.
Yeah, there's parked.
They're not quiet. Every time they're turned on.
I'm not assuming that they're idling their engine 24 hours a
somebody
day. I
does
was
that.
assuming these are
Depends what
parked
kind of-
cars with no keys in them.
Depends what kind of car, engine,
Okay, for assuming.
carburetor.
What do you think, Sam?
Animals. I want more animals.
You want more animals?
Yes, I want more animals in the neighborhood, not more cars. Okay, let's go to the next one. Would you rather have a neighbor who's too chatty, Jeff, or never, ever speaks?
I know what I want.
That's a tough
That
one
is a tough
because I like to
one.
communicate, but sometimes I like a little quiet. You know.
It's like time out.
But you
Yeah,
have
I
to
agree.
choose one.
What day of the week is it?
Oh, okay, it's Friday.
Oh, chatty.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
chatty.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the one
Tuesday?
day. Friday is chatty,
Quiet.
Jeff.
Yeah. Just the weekend.
Yeah. I would definitely say chatty because if something went wrong, you
You're
could trust
out
them
of your
to be.
mind. No.
And
no
well, at
words
least they could
ever.
come over and be
No
like, something's
words.
wrong.
We have
Never.
one more. This is for you, Al. Would you rather have neighbors who might be aliens or might be vampires?
Aliens. I don't want to get
Aliens.
sucked.
I don't wanna
my
get-
blood.
Thank you.
And also, you'd never see him in the day. Maybe that's better.
But you're not home in the day either, usually.
Al,
So,
what would you rather have, an alien
I would
or
say
a vampire?
aliens because they'd be so normal because they're trying to blend in with human beings. They're like, oh, what do you guys do? You guys are quiet and keep to yourselves? I'd be like, yeah, thank you, alien. And now we never talk.
But then there is Edward
Why wouldn't
Cullen.
you keep up a friendship with the alien?
Because they don't want to. They might give some of their secrets away, so they're just trying to keep it very like. They don't have a big vast background of human information, so they just need to be appear
If
normal.
they transferred here on some kind of mechanism to get here, they definitely know more than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they don't know more, but they don't have a background. They don't have like, oh, remember 8th grade? They don't have any of those memories because they weren't here.
But Tori, what if like it was an Edward Cullen next
the
to you?
Twilight or like a Brad Pitt from
I don't
Interview
know
with
what
the
you're talking
Vampire.
about.
Oh my God. Hello.
Speaking of colon, I saw this comedian one time. He goes, the first thing I tell aliens when they came down here is there's no information up there.
It's important. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back. We all love to binge watch our favorite shows, but sitting for a long period of time is not good for our bodies. It's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. Sitting too long can cause pain and stiffness in your lower back, legs, and knees, so get up and move between episodes. You can take a short walk around the neighborhood, do some standing stretches, or try a low-impact exercise like yoga. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers, supported by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 1-800-686-5325 or visit omegaxl.com for more information. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters, typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With health care, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasize the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Welcome back. Sophie, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers over here?
Say
hi. Say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yay! Good job, Sophie. Everyone, we'll see you Monday, same time, same place.
Good job, Sophie.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how, that's local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
Am I going crazy?
I just love your passion right now.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let me get on it. You just got me all riled up.
So
Who raised you?
This is a win, right, guys? Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
I live my life for Spike. Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
I didn't expect that.
I love this segment.
Yes.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year. DBL is all new every day.
From exposing an ex in a full-page ad to neighbors finding out about a woman's two-timing husband at a garage sale. Plus, how can you tell if you're with a narcissist right now? And a Harry Carey hologram surprises Cubs fans during the 7th inning stretch.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. So we do have a very sad update about actress Anne Heche, and I hate beginning the show with this, but listen, it's what all of you are talking about. We've been invested in the story. So according to her rep, Anne suffered a catastrophic brain injury from her crash last week, and she is not expected to survive. So there are plans to try and donate her organs, and they are keeping her on life support to see if her organs are viable. Now, if you recall, Anne crashed her car into a home last Friday, resulting in both the house and car catching on fire. There are also reports her blood tested positive for cocaine and possibly fentanyl. Her family said, quote, "She will be remembered for her courageous honesty and dearly missed for her light." Wow. We do have Dr. Drew hopefully coming on. We are dealing with some technical difficulties. Why don't we discuss while we hope that we can get Drew worked out. But what were your initial thoughts when you heard that this is now turned into, it looks like she's going to lose her life?
Yeah, it's just, I said it earlier with them, it's just so complicated. And if we're not discussing that word, then I feel like we're not doing a good service to what's the actual story. I'm horribly upset that Anne Heche is going to, we think, lose her life. I'm glad she's giving her organs away, I always do. But I honestly feel that doesn't ever get rid of the fact that there might have been impaired driving. I have a hard time with people who decide to get into a car after being impaired. I still have a hard time with Anne Heche doing it. I also have a hard time because she's passing away. So this is a very complicated feeling I have. I'm a little shocked. I'm saddened. I'm hurt. I don't know. I feel like a lot of nuance here. A lot of nuance.
That's honest, Tori,
yeah.
Because I think a lot of people feel that way, especially when the story broke. I was maybe a little bit hard on Anne Heche, and now I'm like, what she did, right? She was very lucky. She unfortunately doesn't seem like she's going to make it through this, but she could have taken out a family, my kids, my wife, someone that you love, right? So you have to address those things. I know she's a celebrity. That doesn't take away what she did, right? And I hope we get Dr. Drew back, because I want to know, at the speed she was driving, there is questions. Was there something psychologically going wrong? Was she trying to take her own life? I kind of want to follow up with Dr. Drew of some of these questions.
I'm not going to answer for Dr. Drew, but he was going to answer the suicide conspiracy that a lot of people are floating around. And if we don't get him at the end of this discussion, I'll let you know what his take on that was. Now, here's what. Now, you mentioned it could be it could have been your family, it could have been you. Her own family too. Right. I can't imagine what they're going through. They're not only maybe dealing with anger that she put herself and her family as collateral damage within this situation, but they're also technically maybe mourning her life. Oh, we do have Dr. Drew. Okay, so let's bring him in. Yes. Drew, let's make sure we got him there. Okay, so Anne, there we go.
Hey.
Drew, thank you so much for joining us. We miss you. We love you. You're the perfect person to talk to about this. Now, Anne has spoken in the past about her struggles with her mental health, obviously with addiction as well. So, Drew, we have a laundry list of questions we want to ask you.
Yeah, Drew, good to see you. Tori here. I just wanted you to know, what did you think when you heard the news about Anne's brain injury and prognosis? And I don't know if you heard me earlier saying this is a really complicated thing here, and I just wanted your personal take and medical take on how nuanced this all is.
It's complicated, it's sad, it's complicated. You guys hear me okay?
Yes,
We've been in all kinds of technical problems. Okay, good. And you know, it makes me angry. Laws in the state of California do not allow us to jump in and help people with the fatal illness of addiction. But let's kind of go through what we know about this situation. She plowed into a house and then pulled out and plowed into another house. That as clearly severe intoxication. We hear that there was fentanyl and cocaine in her system. People that are doing opiates die. That's what happens when people do fentanyl. And if you're doing fentanyl and cocaine together, you are definitely not trying to commit suicide. The drug addicts, when they want to commit suicide, they do it in a great flurry, a huge flurry with a lot of fanfare and a letter, and they make it very clear they're killing themselves. Opiate addicts die just on the streets of California, 6 a day. Just on the streets of, Los Angeles County, 6 a day. So it's very, very common here. So that's what so that we are set up, the setup is fentanyl addiction and intoxication, where she's driving into a house. The other thing that you got to read between the lines on everything the press report. Sam, you remember, you used to be kind of doing this because people just don't know how to ask the right questions. So you hear it now that she's essentially brain dead. They're now talking about harvesting her organs. That is death. Brain death and death are the same thing due to hypoxic brain injury. Hypoxic brain injury is not traumatic brain injury. So she didn't hit her head and then suffer a devastating injury to her brain. She stopped breathing. She had hypoxic brain injury. So why did she stop breathing? Well, guess what? Fentanyl. Wow. She may have already been overdosed when she plowed into the house, number one. Number two, apparently this was a fiery crash, so of course some sort of smoke inhalation could do that. Number three, crush injuries. If she was crushed in the seat where she was driving, that also would cause people not to breathe and cause hypoxic brain injury. The fact that she's been in coma for so long without anyone saying it's a medically induced coma, that means it's due to the injury, And the fact that that has been going on without any eruption, there's been clear sustained coma for days and days and days. That's a terrible situation.
So,
terrible.
Dr. Drew, real quickly, so the high speed that she was traveling in the video that everybody saw, she might have already been passed out, you might be saying.
Correct.
And maybe her foot was on the gas pedal. That's what caused the high speed.
Can I ask another question really quick?
Correct.
Can I ask another question quick? Could she not have known about the fentanyl? Could it have been laced in cocaine, which is happening all around America?
That's a great point, Tori, and that's a possibility. You'd have to do a lot of it, but yeah, it does happen.
Okay.
It does happen, and fentanyl is in everything. It's a great point. I hadn't really even thought about that. It's my brain doesn't work that way. It's so crazy that fentanyl is in everything on the streets of California now.
Right.
But yeah, it is. And it's very easy to overdose. So again, it may not be opiate addiction we're seeing, just drug use, or who knows what's going on here. We don't know. All I know, it's sad, and she could have been helped. That's what kills me. You can treat people; they can have thriving lives again. These are fatal illnesses. People get into them, as you see. And they don't all die of overdoses. They die of accidents. They die of infections. They die of all kinds of things. But this is the piece that everybody leaves out these days when people are allowed to just go on with their addictive disease. It's what they want to do. What are you going to do? They're in a state where they're not seeing what's happening to them, and fatal illness, progressive illness that ends in demise.
Well, first of all, Drew, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, you're looking thin, man.
Oh, hey, look, hey, I stopped drinking. I'm doing yoga, everything. Jeff got me to that. I'm happy, man. I'm good. I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're bringing up mental illness, because not only are you an expert, but this is something it's a buzzword in our society now, and for good reason. I'm glad we're talking about it. And Hayes said since 2001 she's been dealing with mental health issues. But can you talk to us about how we can balance that? Because I think we're all sympathetic to mental health issues until it affects you, until somebody with mental health issues comes plowing into your front yard, Dr. Drew, or my front yard.
Right.
That's when people are like, well, I don't care about your mental health issues. My kids are playing in my yard. Right.
Yeah.
So how do we as a society show empathy for this, but also not forgive it?
Right. It's another great sort of point, which is that these are treatable conditions. The people are not well. But as I always told my patients, you're not responsible for your illness. You didn't ask for this. This is a genetic thing you inherited, and then it got activated, and here you're in it. You are responsible for your recovery. And if you don't get actively involved in your recovery and you hurt somebody, now it's on you. Now it's the legal system. I'm sorry. That's it. It's over. So I have endless empathy for my patients, but when they struggle but don't actively engage, they resist, they deny, whatever it might be, and then they hurt somebody, now it's on the legal system. That's it. It's out of my hands.
Wow.
Respect. Yeah.
I know, Dr. Drew, I wish we had you here in person, but I hear you might be here in October. Did you hear that too?
That's the plan.
Yay!
It's the plan. I hope
Okay,
so.
good. That's only a couple months away. We'll just have to be patient over here. And then, so for all of you, make sure that you stay tuned for not only that in October, but also make sure to check out all of Dr. Drew's podcasts at drdrew.com. You can also catch Dr. Drew's streaming show Wednesdays at drdrew.tv. We miss you, Dr. Drew. We can't wait to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks,
Italian
man.
dinner in our future.
Great to see you guys.
Bye. We'll
Sorry
be right
some of
back.
these circumstances.
Yes.
Bye.
Closed captioning provided by
America.
Am I going crazy? Who raised you?
Why am I right all the time?
Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year.
We're talking restaurants here, and I think one thing that changes. Thank you.
We got out before monkeypox because we had the audio. We didn't want to change anything.
I think one thing with restaurants that you can never really factor in because you don't know because you don't work there, but like they switch chefs. Sometimes. And sometimes, you know where I really notice it? Like not at the higher end restaurants because they replace it with a good restaurant, good chef, but like sometimes if there's like a sports bar where you're like, this place has the best wings and fries, and then you go and you take your friend and they're terrible, and you're like, oh,
and you're like, it's switch
there must be
management
a new guy.
It's the same thing like when your grandparents cook, like when your grandmother makes something and then like, sorry mom, but then she tries to make it, she's like, it's the same thing, but it's just not that person's, right? It's the same thing. You try to mimic that recipe, but even though it's a recipe, you can't. Isn't that weird? Why is that?
Well, because there's some love given into it. There's some special oomph. Jews have it too. The Jews, you make a matzo ball soup, you make latkes, and it's not your mother's latke. You're going to say this is a dense matzo ball. This isn't good. And let me tell you
This wet bread isn't the same.
I know it is. Just my husband thought matzo ball soup was just mozzarella balls in hot water. When he first met, he just never had a Seder.
Right.
So my mom bought him a book on like children of like, what is Passover?
Just like, let's get the basics out of the way.
Yeah, Moses, who is he? But I will say one of my favorite wings place that I almost went without, Kings of Wings, their kitchen burnt down. And so I keep telling people I was like going to take them, and then it all burnt down. They're coming back.
That's a great story.
I could tell as I said it, it wasn't a good story.
Let me just switch. Since we're on chicken wings, what do you think I'm going to follow up with?
Oh, no, don't go there.
Wait, what wing story?
What do you mean, what wing story? When Tori eats the wings and puts them back in the dish
It's my
with
first
a clean
wing.
wing?
Never seen that. Have never had a wing before.
We did just receive reports, one from the Huffington Post, also a direct friend of Anne Heche, that she did indeed lose her life. So our thoughts, our prayers are with her family, and we will continue to follow the story. All right, so we're going to take a hard turn. We're going to exhale. Last night was the second Major League Baseball Field of Dreams game in Iowa. It began with Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. coming out of the cornfield and playing catch together on the field. Then all the players from the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds followed behind. There was also this touching moment during the seventh inning stretch featuring a hologram of famed broadcaster Harry Carey. Take a look.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back.
I cannot believe this is at the real Field of Dreams.
Do you remember the line, are we in heaven? No, we're in Iowa. It's a great movie.
Do you know any other lines?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
If you build it, they will come.
Did you watch the movie?
I'm obsessed with the movie. Ray Liotta made it.
You never mentioned it until right now.
It's an Americana.
Yeah, but it's been 25 years.
Baseball Hope. It's Amy Madigan. It's got James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, unbelievable show, unbelievable writing, and it makes you feel family, America, baseball. We need that really bad right now in this country. So
wasn't Shoeless Joe Jackson in it too?
That was Ray Liotta.
Yes.
He played May He Rest.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's get back to the...
Some people are calling this creepy. Do you think it's creepy?
Creepy? No way. I loved it. I thought it was nostalgic. I love where we're coming from with holograms, from Tupac to this. This looks real. And, you know, I grew up on Harry Carey, living in Chicago, WGN, Cubs game always on TV. Just remind me of summertime as a kid. I could like smell the outside through the screen door as a little kid watching this. So it was very nostalgic for me. I hope we can continue with the holograms, perhaps make them into concerts one day, but this was beautiful.
Okay, I have... Though, really quickly, if it weren't Harry Carey to be at that game, would it be a player?
Like a Cubs player?
Huh?
What do you mean? You just want like some dead Cubs player in the stands, perhaps, eating popcorn?
Maybe they can make him run.
Why don't we do concerts?
I have a theory.
Maybe you can make him run.
I have a theory.
That'd be amazing.
Because I was looking at this clip. This is a little out of literally
hologram of cat in our lap.
This is out of left field, no pun intended. But I was looking at this, like how small the stadium was and where it was in Iowa. And if you go to baseball games, baseball stadiums are state of the art. They're really cool, but they're always empty during the regular season. baseball makes all their money off advertising anyway. Why don't they have these smaller stadiums that are kind of like not all kind of cookie cutter and like soulless and dead and like use your debit card and like make it so each one's like a smaller little event.
Local.
Like local.
They do.
Like
They
when
use
like when you go to like minor league stadiums, like they're nice, but
They do that.
They use that event. So like when the like little league plays, but you know the bigger.
But I mean, but for all the major league games, because the stadiums are empty.
But they do.
But they use it.
They don't do it all the time.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
like
do.
teams play there.
The Rockies
like,
play
in that
that
small
was a
stadium.
terrible point.
No, when like teams in the area play, right? So like growing up, that's one of the stops. If you make it to a certain point in the tournament, you play at this field, and they hold events there all the time. It's iconic.
But not
it's
the majors.
Okay.
I want the Yankees to be playing.
They're not going to make enough money. There's only like 15,000 people there, as opposed to 100,000.
They make their money off TV, not the game.
Yeah, stop. We got Jeff on our back. Finally, Jeff is on our
Al,
side.
you know what? I'm with you, buddy. They need to use
Even
that
though I was
more.
wrong,
They need to use that more.
Coming up on DBL, you may be with a narcissist right now and not
Look at that
even
picture.
know it. We've got the ways you can spot one after the break.
Hi. We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back to DBL. What would you do if your partner cheated on you? Well, some women are going viral for their unique revenge on their cheating husbands. So first up, a woman in Australia took out this full-page ad in her local newspaper calling out her husband. She wrote, "Dear Steve, I hope you're happy with her. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card." And another woman used TikTok to show how she was handling her cheating spouse. She hosted a garage sale selling all of her husband's stuff and putting up signs to let the neighborhood know. Whoa.
I'm big
think of this?
I'm big into spite, so I'm down with it. I like it. I like it. And plus, if I could benefit from someone cheating in my neighborhood and get a lawnmower for $10, sign me up.
Yeah, but
so you being the beneficiary, but would you do this if you were cheated on?
I don't know. I'm into spite, so maybe. Yeah.
I gotta be honest, as long as you're not going into like revenge porn and things that are like really tragic, I don't see a problem with making
stealing people's stuff and selling it?
Stealing it? Why is it stealing it?
He didn't agree to have his stuff sold.
I'm with Al.
She didn't agree to have him cheat on her.
Yes, but like, that's the thing, though. You can easily.
I was trying.
You're ruining my argument.
Look, no one's saying that cheating isn't abhorrent and terrible, and you have a right to walk away, and you have a right to walk away with anger and go to a lawyer and get what's rightfully yours. But if you're cheated on, that doesn't mean we can open up the book saying we're going back to medieval torture. Like, oh, he cheated.
Medieval
I'm
torture.
going to sell all this stuff. I'm going to burn his car.
Yeah.
Like,
even
do you know how many people
Scarlet
burn
letter on them? That's literally essentially potentially putting a scarlet letter on someone in front
And
of the whole
also, we don't know
But
exactly.
what if the whole neighborhood knows that guy cheats, so you look like the?
But what if they cheated in their? How do we know what she thinks cheating is? Some people think cheating is just like sending like a random text message.
No, we know what it is.
I'm just saying.
He cheated.
You had us, and then you brought up that point, and it weakened your argument.
But when you hear,
we have one more beat.
Y'all are real trusting of everything. That's all I'm saying.
So not all cheaters are narcissists, but these revenge stories got us all thinking, is there a way to see if your partner really is a narcissist or just a bad guy? I like that they're just saying guy.
I know, not girl.
Girls can be narcissists too. According to a psychologist, there are traits you should be on the lookout for. Your partner is a narcissist if they are obsessed with wealth, status, power, and success, if they have a disregard for others, lack remorse or guilt, have a strong sense of entitlement, and are consistently blaming and shaming others. All terrible qualities.
Yeah, I mean, I really try to live my life as opposite of those qualities as I can. And when people come into my life and I see those qualities in them, it's a red flag, and I want them out of my, at least,
like a magnet.
Circle. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible quality to be a narcissist.
Are you like?
I'm kidding.
I care.
I'm kidding.
I have remorse about everything.
You got over that quickly.
I will say, I am learning, and as I told you guys all, boundaries. And for people who are narcissists, even if you feel they're part of your family, I know my Buddhist teacher always says the Buddha would have liked boundaries. So if you have a narcissist in your circle and you need to put up boundaries, please don't feel guilty about it. It's true.
But is
add Buddha stories to the bottom of that.
It is. The Buddha would have liked boundaries. You can't just accept everybody into your life.
The Buddha would have liked boundaries. That's a good lyric.
It is.
I do want to throw this out in defense of possible narcissists.
What?
And we would not have the music, we would not have rap music
Or
if it
art.
wasn't for
Or
narcissists.
art. You're right.
Rap music talks about your ego and its success, wealth. It's about taking over power. And because that music resonates with people, it's because deep inside of all of us, we all want that to some extent or another. So like, we cannot sit up here and just act like, I just want to be a good person. No, there's a reason. People do want the butterfly doors on their car as well.
They don't have empathy for other people.
Now that's another thing. But if you are you're in corporate stocks or takeovers or whatever, you can have empathy. You're like, I'm acquiring your company and I'm going to dismantle it and keep moving. I'm not saying that's how I live my life. I'm a comedian.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
Kendrick Lamar said be humble.
He's a billionaire.
Okay, but he had a whole song about be humble.
And don't forget about what the Buddha said.
Yeah, between Kendrick and the Buddha, I can't go wrong.
That's a valid point.
Coming up on DBL.
And Kendrick's a rapper, like I mentioned.
I know.
I'm
he
saying
said be humble. It's against your argument.
But he's a billionaire.
Doesn't matter. He had a whole song called Be Humble.
But the poet,
okay, Ben Affleck.
Buddha is a poet which stems from rap.
Ben Affleck wants out of the spotlight why he isn't happy about all the paparazzi attention since his wedding.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters, typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasized the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
This is Felicia Lawrence from WTHR in Indianapolis, and we watch DBL every day.
Hey, Indy, thank you for the shout out. That is so cool. That's where we play actually there on that station. So
shout out Bob and Tom. I do Bob and Tom radio in there out of Indianapolis. Shout out to 317. Spent a lot of time there. I like Indianapolis. Yeah, it's a good city.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to stop the show.
If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Kate McKinnon opens up about breaking character on the set of SNL. We're going to look back at some of those hilarious times that the cast broke, and Lisa Kudrow explains why the writers never brought diversity to Friends.
Right now I'm standing in this shaded spot, and this is pretty much what it's like when there's cloud coverage, and sometimes we forget to put on this. So do you get more sunburnt when there is cloud coverage?
Our source is Dr. Alyssa Daniel, a dermatologist at Novant Health Ballantyne, the American Academy of Dermatology, and Johnny Gurgen Dermatology and Mohs Surgery. The American Academy of Dermatology says even on cloudy days, up to 80% of UV rays can get through clouds.
Any cloud coverage, you can still definitely get damaging effects of UVA and UVB.
According to Johnny Gurgen Dermatology, some clouds can actually create higher UV levels than perfectly cloudless days.
Depends on what types of clouds. And so if you get into like the cirrus clouds versus other types of clouds, I don't think most individuals are going to be keen enough to know exactly which clouds are in the sky.
Those cirrus clouds are short, detached clouds that UV rays could get through easier. And when it's shady outside, some people forget to put on sunscreen, causing them to get sunburnt.
Because it's not as hot, and sometimes heat triggers us to think about sunscreen. And so if it's not quite as hot, we don't think about as applying as frequently.
Dr. Daniel says UV rays can reflect on surfaces like sand and water, increasing your chance for a sunburn.
Sand and water are probably the two biggest things that's going to reflect sunlight back up. So you not only get the damaging effects of the sun rays coming down, you can get them bounce back up, and you can get them a second time too.
Moral of the story, put on that sunscreen because UV rays can still get through clouds, and depending on what type of cloud it is, you could get even more sunburn. With your Verify Fact Check, I'm Megan Bragg.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. Nope. Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Okay, gotta talk about J-Lo and Ben. What's their name? Balo?
Batfleck? Wait, what is it?
What is it?
Bela.
It is
Definitely
Bela?
not Affleck.
Oh, Benifer.
Benifer. I like Bela.
I came up with that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so all the attention on his honeymoon with Jennifer Lopez, I guess, is just a little bit too much for Mr. Ben Affleck. According to Page Six, Ben was a little freaked out with all the paparazzi following their every move in Paris and compared it to all the attention around the late Princess Diana. And while Ben is used to the attention, he still gets upset with being photographed all the time. The proof was in the photos. Jen usually looks great. Yep. Into it. Ben, not so much. Photos of him sleeping on a boat also went viral and quickly became the stuff of internet memes. What do you guys think about Ben being, Jeff, upset about the paparazzi, but then given that he's married to Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, listen, I think the paparazzi goes a little hard on Ben Affleck, right? And I think everyone has different sets of rules. That's just what we have to start expecting in society as different people. Everyone wants a fair playing field. That's never going to happen. Ben Affleck famously came out as having an alcohol addiction, but yet the media still follows him and portrays him in a terrible light. You don't see any good pictures of Ben Affleck. It's him passed out. It's him looking fat. It's him having a cigarette. It's all terrible pictures.
Right.
Jennifer Lopez is all beautiful pictures. They don't put her in a different light. But when some people come out with some sort of addiction, all is forgiven. But not Ben Affleck. And that just kind of stems throughout Hollywood of how different people are treated. So I'm not here for it.
I also have to say that, like, at first I was like, come on, Ben Affleck, like, move on, you're an American celebrity. But in Europe, the paparazzi is just so much more intense, so I do feel bad for him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's an emotional, we have to, when we look at situations like this, we have to understand there's always emotion tied to it. When I was in New York earlier this week, I was talking to my business class. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, "I can't believe that like an actor, I'm not going to say his name, hasn't been canceled yet, and he's an attractive actor." And I was like, "Do you think it's the fact that he's attractive?" And she was like, "Yeah." She said yes, and her friend that was with her was like, it was a real honest moment. She was like, yes, when you are liked by people, whether it's the way you look or the way you make people feel through your music, the paparazzi is going to treat you different. Hollywood will treat you different because that's a narrative that you're pushing out. But if somebody goes, this person's toxic, and you know we all decided we don't like this, every news story, if they want to get clicks, is going to be like, oh, Ben's at it again. Yeah. Oh, so and so's at it again.
Aggressive to the paparazzi.
Yeah. So I mean, this is definitely an attack on him, and as long as he realizes it, hopefully he can process a little bit better.
Good discussion. I love you, Al,
I love you
so
too.
much. Okay, so Lisa Kudrow is speaking out about the lack of diversity on her show Friends, which ended nearly 20 years ago. Speaking to the Daily Beast, Lisa said the show's two creators, who are white, had no business writing stories about the experiences of being a person of color because they were writing the show from their own perspectives. Lisa previously said that if the show were to air today, it would not be an all-white cast. Yeah, you've told me, like, you don't watch Friends, right?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah, I mean, but Friends was like, I put all this in that whole, like, it has nothing to do with Friends or Seinfeld. That was like Al's traveling new comic. I don't know anything from that era. I don't know what was happening. I don't remember anything.
You don't remember it.
But, you know, honestly, like, I look at that and I'm glad. I think people forget how things were kind of pre-internet. There wasn't as much crossover. Like, if you try to make Friends now and make it look like that, it would look crazy. It wouldn't look culturally inclusive because that's not how the world looks now. You know, I wrote a screenplay about 4 black men, not because I'm culturally inclusive, because that's who was with me on my tour. I wrote a children's book about my son who's autistic, not because I'm, you know, sympathetic to just that situation. It's what I know. So you write what you know. So I don't have a problem with them doing this, especially 30 years ago when we wouldn't have any frame of reference for it.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time, and it keeps getting brought up, and they keep asking the cast of Friends this all the time in every interview. It's like, you can't go back and retroactively change anything from 5 years ago, from yesterday to 50 years ago.
What the Buddha says.
You can't.
Yep, that's true.
Well, the Buddha's got to enter the conversation at some point.
Yes.
So here he comes. But I'm just saying, it's like, we just keep saying the same thing over and over, and it wouldn't look like that today, right? Even if I wrote a story about all my friends, right? You'd make some of them diverse and you'd let it be, show more cultural integration, right? So it's like, we can't go back and change that. But if we could, we would. But we can't now. But we'll talk about it
Especially
next
the
week.
actors.
What does the Buddha say?
The Buddha says he likes boundaries. No, I will say this. I agree with both of you, but if I were a girl, person of color, Asian, disabled, there was no one representing me on that show. Even when they did shots of New York, it was like Manhattan had no people of color. So I appreciate that that's true, but bringing it up and saying, man, that could have been better, I appreciate that comment retroactively. I know we can't change it, but I appreciate that people probably felt really left out of that iconic piece of Americana.
I mean, wouldn't we also go back and change Girls Gone Wild? That was on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't we go back and change the Hugh Hefner show where a 95-year-old man was kissing 20-year-olds in the mouth, and we were like, cool, nice job, E. Are you kidding me? Like what was on television? The Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston. Yeah, so let's if we want to start going back retroactively, let's start with where we should start.
Good.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah. But it does show growth.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so Kate McKinnon says she felt ashamed, quote unquote, when she broke character on SNL. Kate recently left SNL after 11 seasons. She told Vulture magazine there was something unprofessional about breaking character, but sometimes it was just too fun. Kate was known for breaking from time to time, like on this sketch during Weekend Update with Colin Jost. But she's not alone. SNL cast members and hosts have a long history of breaking in the middle of a scene. Watch.
You know, we all can't be brainy like Fern here.
But we may never know how many people perished.
You know what, Debbie? You are totally ruining my trip to Disney.
Moonlight, La La Land. You're both right.
He's just that good to me. Sorry, Carl, you gotta go.
This is why I got into this business, specifically from outtakes in movies when they show outtakes. And I was just like, they look like they're having the most fun in the whole world. And it's my favorite thing about television is the outtakes.
I agree completely. And what's funny is I did improv forever and ever and ever. And Lorne Michaels famously says, don't break character. He really dislikes it. So when it does happen, it's that much more special. But you're supposed to be committed. If I'm a raisinette or a pirate, like you are supposed to be in it. So the Debbie Downer one is by far my favorite.
No, I'm a Stefan guy. That's my favorite character. And honestly, you know, after you get done watching DBL, go to YouTube and watch just news bloopers and see how many views those have, because whether it's them interviewing somebody that's extra or just themselves laughing at a story, it's these little moments of humanity we never get to see on television because everything is so scripted.
Right.
You know,
except for here.
Just to see a real laugh from somebody that's always buttoned up, it's like we kind of need that.
It's the best. I always remember the cowbell skit with your guy, Christopher Walken.
Seems like you always remember it.
And Will Ferrell had his belly out.
Yeah. I got a fever.
Can somebody else tell Sam our favorite memories?
I pointed to him. Okay. Oh my God. I'm tired.
It's this late night comedy show.
How about when Tori was in Macbeth as a raisinette?
Yes. No. And it was raisinette. It was like whether I'm a raisinette or a pirate.
Because it's hard to break character when you're a raisinette.
In improv, you're supposed to be funny, but also stay there.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so a posing expert is going viral on TikTok with her tips on taking the perfect selfie. The expert says we should all say goodbye to the duck face pose, which is favored by celebs like Kim K. Instead, she had tips on making a better sultry face on social media. Take a look.
So one way to do this is by saying apple. So you want to say it in kind of a whispery, seductive way. You don't want to go apple. That's not cute. You want to go apple. Let me show you how it looks. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a bit of space and it's just pouty. It's another alternative.
That one?
Okay. Yeah, that's how your mouth is supposed to be relaxed in a good sultry way. If you say it right before.
Some teeth.
Yeah, ready?
Okay, commit.
Apple.
Okay.
Speaking of breaking.
Okay. All ready? Apple.
Ew.
That was good.
Dude, I committed.
Mine's going to be, if you didn't like that, apple.
Oh, that was good.
I like this shit.
I tried. All right, Sammy. Serious.
Be good.
Serious.
Be serious about it.
Come on. Apple.
That was good. that was good for a hot second. You just got to hold it.
Where you went.
It was like she tasted.
Wait. Okay, if tasting apple doesn't work for you, don't worry, there's more. The expert has another tip on looking sexy in selfies.
Oh,
Watch.
God.
The second way you can get a perfect pout is actually the way that the Olsen twins get theirs, and that's by saying the word prune. So again, you don't want to say it harsh, you don't want to go prune. You can either focus on prue, or you can focus on the ending of the word, like prune. Let me show you how it looks. So there she is, that's prune.
Sure. It's the same picture.
It's the same picture.
Okay, but maybe it'll be easier
Okay.
to do prune.
Am I in this camera or this camera? This one? Okay, you ready?
That's the one you've been on for 5 years.
Stop. Yeah. 3, 2. Prune.
That was really good for the first beat.
Okay, the end was too
I was
hard.
Like, whoa, still
Okay.
photo,
Good.
model.
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm just going to do the beginning part.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good free.
good.
Yeah.
That looked
That
like
was good.
you smelled something bad.
Oh, like pew?
Oh, maybe.
Pew. Hold on, do it another one.
Do it.
Pew.
All right, I'm gonna be serious.
Okay, take it real. Take it real.
Prune.
Yes!
Dang.
You are so.
He's still in it. He's still in it.
He's still there.
I'm
That's
shocked.
professionalism, people.
Okay.
Okay, take that. Can we get sexy music, maybe? No, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
You got this, Sam.
Okay. Don't smile. Okay. Okay. Prune.
You were there. You were there. Yeah, you were there.
One more. You got this.
Prune.
You were never there. You were never.
The first one was better.
The first one was better. Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna do full disclosure on this.
Yeah.
I looked up on YouTube like a couple weeks ago.
How was yours so good?
I don't know. I don't think it's that good.
You were
Committed.
Good. It was good.
It was the eye contact.
I looked up how to pose on YouTube because I had no idea. Like I feel silly when I pose. I'm not good at
Yeah,
it.
you need
And I look at
angles.
Yeah, I
Like you and I do this a lot, and you're supposed to be like.
Right, I can't. I'm
What'd
not
you
good
learn?
at taking pictures. Okay, they were saying for men, they were saying like take a picture where like, especially if you have a jacket on, like you're kind of messing with your cuff a little bit, like your watch.
Candid. Mm-hmm.
Candid. You take one where you're like you are kind of buttoning your top a little bit, and then one where you're straightening your tie.
So
and
you're just
it gives you a
yourself?
couple. Yeah, it just gives you a couple, because I didn't know like where to put my hands.
But those
you do
are
one in the pockets.
Those are like modeling photos,
Right.
right? So you take a modeling photo. When have you ever in real life been like this?
Yeah, no, that's.
And I've taken
I think for like regular.
It's not even a real pic. I'm like, why am I holding my?
So back in your modeling days, what was your go-to pose?
All those.
Yeah.
All of them.
Did you already know
the
those?
tie? Yeah, the tie with the look away.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go,
For sure. And then this for no reason, and then definitely the button one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, it's still in there.
A button look away and then get the jaw going.
You look like you're falling over.
See what I mean? But none of those are natural.
You were rubbernecking, like there was a crash.
Yeah, I was like, prune.
I just think you should say something very funny right before and turn your head. So
Let's
if I say,
Nailed it.
schmoogaboo, instead of like,
Yeah, I do like the first one better.
you gotta have some motion to it.
Okay.
You see Michael Dean just walked out.
Yeah.
He's like, I
Our
can't.
executive producer just was like, that's it, I'm out.
Bye. Coming up on DBL, do you love your neighbors or can you not stand them? We're playing a Would You Rather game all about neighbors. Play along at home with us.
What kind of
Coming
game
up
is
next.
this?
I know. Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
We're playing a game about neighbors right now on DBL. Tune in.
One by one. Okay.
I'm in a neighbor group text, so I'm texting all my neighbors right now.
That's cool.
Jeff lives in a place in which I've always thought about wanted to, where there's like a real community around the kid, like it's the suburbs, right? So they're all like community around kids, and I think that's very what I picture when I think of Americana. It's evening, the kids are playing, you hear
Right.
laughter,
I'm always so
cooking onions.
Is this weird? I'm weird about the neighbors thing because
So, do you need anything,
it's
honey?
a weird
Wanna come over and
commitment
say
to be
hi?
like, are we gonna be
No, you
friends
just
or
wanna
not?
say it?
And
Right.
because sometimes for me, if I'm in my head and like you pull up to go into your place and your neighbors outside like they usually are doing whatever they're doing. some days you might not want to talk.
I know.
But like you still like them just
Yeah,
as
I
much.
know.
But like sometimes are
feel
you
obligated.
locking yourself into a lifetime of small talk?
See, but I'm exactly, we talked about this yesterday.
I
I'm the
like
same
it.
way with my neighbors, though.
Right.
I'll be like, not having it today, buddy. I'm going inside. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're
Well,
like,
you're
cool.
honest about it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
say-
yeah.
I think
See,
that's
I feel
good.
like, but and it's also your kids' friends or whoever you're next to. I think
Right, and
that's
sometimes,
weird.
and I totally get if the neighbor, like, they don't want, you totally get it. You read each other's vibe, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like, they're driving me crazy. I'm going in.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So the kids are a good default as opposed to.
We have neighbors that spy on us, the kids, and we don't know what to do because it's not fun still. It's not like funny spy.
What are you doing in there?
Just stuff. One time we heard them, they go, we saw them kissing. And I was like, ay, Vezmir. But I don't have kids, so I don't know how to, I'm like, hey.
How do you know they said that?
We heard them. We were outside in the back and we hear them go spying and they go,
You guys are making out in the yard?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's wrong? It's beautiful back there.
Do you hold hands in the mall?
No, but we have a hammock, so we sit in the hammock and make out.
Oh, hammocks are the worst. Hammocks are the
It does make a
worst.
weird creak sound every time we move.
I hate
Creak. Crew.
That was good.
Got it.
Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. You can pick where you live, but one thing most of us cannot choose is who our neighbors are. They can be friends, frenemies, or nightmares. It's Friday, so we're going to have some fun and play Would You Rather Neighbor Edition.
I like it.
All right, here we go.
Use it. Come on.
So we're going to choose between two types of neighbors and then pick one.
All right, I'm
okay?
into this. I'm into
Here we go.
this.
First, would you rather have a noisy or nosy neighbor?
I just was dealing with this. They spy on us, our neighbors, the little kids.
So would you rather have noisy or nosy?
Noisy.
Okay.
Noisy for sure, because I'm probably the one making the noise. And come join.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like noisy just because then that balances out. So whenever you need to be noisy.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with noisy.
Yeah,
and sometimes
noisy.
I've been the noisy neighbor, so I get it.
Yeah, me too. And I don't want somebody like poking
It's
their
really
nose in
weird.
my
Yeah.
area.
Looking between the fence.
In which area?
My backyard.
Oh.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a neighbor with a trashy yard or a better yard than you? Better yard. I don't want them to have a trashy yard. Better yard.
Listen, when you get older, there's not much to live for, and your yard is like one of your things to show your pride.
It's true.
You got to keep
Can I-
that under control.
Yeah, but
even
you
though
don't want a
Jeff,
trashy
my
yard
neighbors'
next
yards are
door.
better than mine.
Oh, really?
See, but and let me just be honest here. Like with my yard, there's like I don't think the neighbor knows that they're involved in this, but Christmas time, like there's always some preparation. There is already preparation to have better decorations.
The lights are a big thing on our
Absolutely, I
block.
want to beat my neighbor. I want to embarrass them. I want to take them down this winter. Absolutely, let's go. Let's bring it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's all. Like you said, Jeff. When you're older, it's like I'm already thinking about Christmas.
My
It's in the
neighbor Rich comes
summertime.
over and takes care of my lawn because he's so disgusted with it.
He's like, man, you need some like
Yeah,
to
and
make
he
the
comes
grass
over.
greener?
He's-
Miracle
yeah, like-
Grow or
Weed away.
Yeah, GoPro?
Miracle Grow. GoPro.
He does it with a GoPro and then reviews his work online. Yeah, no. He comes over and gets rid of all the weeds.
Wow.
Good guy. Good guy.
Really good guy. Okay, would you rather have a neighbor with too many pets or too many cars?
Too
that's a
many,
good one.
Too many cars, because the parking situation, if you ever have
Yeah,
friends
too many
over,
car-
is a
And it's
nightmare.
an eyesore to have all those cars in,
Yeah.
in a neighborhood cul-de-sac.
That's right, and it's also bad for the environment. I love being a one-car family.
Do you know what's bad for your like the noise environment? Having a bunch of pets. I would really not like if I shared a fence with a neighbor that had like maybe like 2 or 3. Have you ever like pulled up and you're kind of like or like walk down the sidewalk and somebody's got 2 huge dogs and they run up on you and it's like they can't get you, but it's startling. I wouldn't want that every time I'm in my yard. If like somebody had a dog or something, 2 or 3 dogs that were
But once
barking.
they get to know you, I feel like it's easier. No, the car thing is much more troublesome, I find.
I agree.
No,
Right?
Cars are quiet. What do you, Jeff? Be the tiebreaker.
I don't know.
Cars are quiet.
Yeah, there's parked.
They're not quiet. Every time they're turned on.
I'm not assuming that they're idling their engine 24 hours a
somebody
day. I
does
was
that.
assuming these are
Depends what
parked
kind of-
cars with no keys in them.
Depends what kind of car, engine,
Okay, for assuming.
carburetor.
What do you think, Sam?
Animals. I want more animals.
You want more animals?
Yes, I want more animals in the neighborhood, not more cars. Okay, let's go to the next one. Would you rather have a neighbor who's too chatty, Jeff, or never, ever speaks?
I know what I want.
That's a tough
That
one
is a tough
because I like to
one.
communicate, but sometimes I like a little quiet. You know?
It's like time out.
But you
Yeah,
have
I
to
agree.
choose one.
What day of the week is it?
Oh, okay. It's Friday.
Oh, Chatty.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
Chatty.
Friday,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the one
Tuesday.
day. Friday is Chatty
Quiet.
Jeff.
Yeah. Just the weekend.
Yeah. I would definitely say chatty because if something went wrong, you
You're
could trust
out
them
of your
to be.
mind. No.
And
no
well, at
words
least they could
ever.
come over and be
No
like, something's
words.
wrong.
We have
Never.
one more. This is for you, Al. Would you rather have neighbors who might be aliens or might be vampires?
Aliens. I don't want to get sucked.
I don't want to
my
get
blood.
Thank you.
And also, you'd never see him in the day. Maybe that's better.
But you're not home in the day either, usually.
Al,
So,
what would you rather have, an alien
I would
or
say
a vampire?
aliens because they'd be so normal because they're trying to blend in with human beings. They're like, oh, what do you guys do? You guys are quiet and keep to yourselves? I'd be like, yeah, thank you, alien. And now we never talk.
But then there is Edward
Why wouldn't
Cullen.
you keep up a friendship with the alien?
Because they don't want to, they might give some of their secrets away. So they're just trying to keep it very they don't have a big vast background of human information. So they just need to be appear
If
normal.
they transferred here on some kind of mechanism to get here, they definitely know more than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they don't know more, but they don't have a background. They don't have remember 8th grade. They don't have any of those memories because they weren't here.
But Tori, what if it was an Edward Cullen next
the
to you?
Twilight or a Brad Pitt from Interview
I don't know
with
what
the
you're talking
Vampire.
about.
Oh my God! Hello.
Speaking of colon, I saw this comedian one time. He goes, "The first thing I tell aliens when they came down here is there's no information up there."
It's important.
We touch a lot of surfaces every day that other people have also touched. Amid the monkeypox outbreak, which the federal government has declared a public health emergency, many people online have questions about how the virus spreads. Verify viewers Becky and Rob specifically asked whether monkeypox can be transmitted by touching surfaces. So let's verify. Can you get monkeypox by touching contaminated surfaces? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the California Department of Public Health, and Dr. Scott Roberts, assistant professor of infectious diseases at the Yale School of Medicine, who says the risk of getting infected through a surface is quite low.
It's not zero, but it is low. And so that risk of a fleeting contact or somebody briefly touching something probably does not lead to enough virus on that surface to infect you if you get exposed.
So yes, a person could get infected with monkeypox by touching contaminated objects, fabrics, or surfaces that have been used by someone with the virus. But that's not the most common way that it spreads. Monkeypox transmission primarily occurs through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact with people who have monkeypox symptoms, such as a rash and sores, according to the CDC and the California Department of Public Health. Roberts says studies are currently ongoing about how long the virus can survive on surfaces. So far, experts know that the virus family monkeypox comes from can survive on surfaces, particularly when in cool, dark, and low humidity environments. But Dr. Roberts and the CDC both say that these viruses are sensitive to many disinfectants.
This virus is easily killed. So common disinfectants that we use, such as alcohol wipes or Lysol wipes, very easily kill the monkeypox virus.
So we can verify, yes, monkeypox can spread by touching contaminated surfaces, but the current risk is low. Health experts are much more concerned about COVID-19 because unlike monkeypox, the virus can spread through the air. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back. We all love to binge watch our favorite shows, but sitting for a long period of time is not good for our bodies. It's time for some joint and muscle support brought to you by Omega XL. Sitting too long can cause pain and stiffness in your lower back, legs, and knees, so get up and move between episodes. You can take a short walk around the neighborhood, do some standing stretches, or try a low-impact exercise like yoga. Omega XL has improved the lives of millions of consumers, supported by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 1-800-686-5325 or visit omegaxl.com for more information. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For supporters typically on the left, the bill is being celebrated as a big win for environmental efforts and healthcare access. But critics, typically on the right, say it's full of overtaxing and overspending. So what's really in the bill?
Our sources are Bill Hoagland from the Bipartisan Policy Center, Chris Edwards from the Cato Institute, the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, and the bill itself. When it comes to taxes, the biggest change is that large corporations, earning at least $1 billion annually, will have to pay a 15% minimum tax. It also enacts a 1% tax on stock buybacks, when a company buys back its own shares. The plan would also boost funding to the IRS.
By $80 billion.
Most of it going to enforcement will allow for there to be an increase in collection.
With healthcare, the bill allows for Medicare to negotiate prices for some drugs, and it creates caps on drug costs for those on Medicare.
It puts a cap, which would be immediate, on the out-of-pocket expenditures that the individual has to pay at $2,000.
The bill also extends financial assistance until 2025 for many enrolled in the Affordable Care Act, which would have expired at the end of this year. The legislation also involves environmental changes, offering incentives and tax credits for businesses for being green. For example, those that produce or invest in wind or solar. And it would also offer credits to consumers, like those with clean energy expenses, such as solar panels or who buy electric vehicles.
It's really a cornucopia of energy and environmental subsidies.
Perhaps the biggest question here has to do with inflation and what the bill will actually do to curb rising costs. The Congressional Budget Office scored the bill, and remember, there are a lot of different factors at play here impacting different groups in different ways. But ultimately, analysts say the bill will have a negligible impact on inflation in the next year.
Warner Brothers recently merged with Discovery and announced plans to combine the two company streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. That's prompted a lot of rumors about what could happen to your favorite movies and TV shows, like this viral tweet that suggested HBO was, quote, ditching all the scripted content. Some people began to fear that prestige dramas like Succession would be axed in favor of reality shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But is that actually what's happening? Is HBO Max abandoning scripted content? To verify, we reached out to Warner Brothers and listened to the recent investor call that in part prompted these claims. First, an HBO Max spokesperson told Verify in no uncertain terms that, quote, rumors about scripted content being ended are completely false. And you can see evidence for that in the recent earnings presentation about the merger and the new strategy going forward. On slide after slide, HBO Max content and Discovery Plus content are shown as two pieces of a larger plan, rather than one replacing the other. This slide, for instance, says the two brands are, quote, unique and complementary, and even highlights that HBO Max content is scripted. Executives on the call repeatedly emphasize the company will continue to make scripted content.
HBO Max has never been hotter. Quality is what matters. We're doubling down on that HBO team. They're all committed under contract, and we're going to spend dramatically more this year and next year than we spent last year and the year before.
So we can verify, no, HBO Max is not abandoning scripted content. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Welcome back. Sophie, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers over here?
Say
hi. Say bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yay! Good job, Sophie. Everyone, we'll see you Monday, same time, same place. Good job, Sophie.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
Am I going crazy? I just love your passion right now.
I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let me get on it. You just got me all riled up. So
Who raised you?
This is a win, right, guys? Why am I right all the time?
You're not.
I live my life for Spike. Welcome to another week of Jeff's Mustache.
I didn't expect that. I love this segment.
Yes.
You just made my day, my week, my month, my year. DBL is all new every day.